2 short weeks, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats will be traveling to Community for their district opener. Things have been great for the Wildcats as of late, getting to play in front of their home crowd at back-to-back weeks and sending their home crowd happy with wins in each of them. Tonight is a chance for Coach Faircloth and company to pick up a third consecutive victory and to go into their bye week with a 4-1 record before turning all their attention to the district portion of their schedule. 30 minutes from now, the Wildcats of Sulphur Springs and the Leopards of Liberty-Eylau will get one final chance to see how their team looks before the games start to affect their postseason chances. Both teams come in tonight's match looking to enter district play on a winning streak, but only one of them will get to do so.
We are live from Texarkana, where the Liberty-Eylau Leopards and the Sulphur Springs Wildcats are both getting ready for their final non-district game of the year. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on this Friday night. If you've been hanging out with us all season, thank you so much and welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Tyler Lynn. I'm joined, of course, by my favorite person to spend Friday nights with, Ryan Humphreys. Ryan, what's going on, man?
Tyler, it's a beautiful Friday night in the state of Texas. Friday night football. If you're not here in Texarkana, Texas, we hope that you're watching on Chad's Media or Front Porch News tour broadcast, and we're excited for the Wildcats tonight.
I'm very excited, and I got to say I'm a little bit bummed out, dude. We spent all this time getting ready for high school football, and we're officially, after tonight, we'll be at the halfway point already. It's flying by.
And then next week is a bye, and so it's like, man, really the weeks are dwindling, but hopefully we're getting ready to go on a run, and this thing is just getting started.
Yeah, again, before we get any further in this, we have a bunch that we want to get into in the pregame portion, but I've got to give a big shout out to our pregame advertiser, Shelby Gamble with CBJ Custom Apparel. Shelby Gamble is your East Texas corporate sales rep for CBJ Custom Apparel. She takes a customer service approach to apparel decoration, merchandise, and custom designs for businesses and nonprofit organizations. Give her a call at 903-348-4382 for all your custom apparel needs. We couldn't do the pregame show without her, so we definitely want to give a shout out to her. We appreciate her. Ryan, like I said, we got Liberty-Eylau and Sulphur Springs, two teams that are familiar with each other, played last year. Liberty-Eylau opened the game with a touchdown, got out to a 6-0 lead, and then Sulphur Springs shuts them out the rest of the way. They win 24-6. Obviously hoping for a similar outcome tonight.
Yeah, and I think that this Liberty-Eylau team, early in the year, they didn't look like they were going to be great. I think the last couple of weeks they've kind of found their stride. They're starting to run the ball a lot more. And so I think we're going to get the best Liberty-Eylau this season. I think we're going to get that tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Looking at last week, running back Greg London had a huge game. He had 173 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and then Jaquan Johnson also had 77 yards. You're looking at about 150 yards rushing combined from those two alone. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
And I was going to say, if you just look at the box score, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that this is not a team that's going to air raid. They're not going to chunk the rock on us tonight. They want to ground and pound and sustain drives, move the sticks on the ground, keep the clock rolling. So it's not going to be a track meet tonight. It's going to be a lot of running, and so the Sulphur Springs defense is going to have to adapt to that.
I'm curious, in your opinion, how does Sulphur Springs match up with a team like that?
I think the front seven is a stronger spot on the Sulphur Springs defense. You've got Austin Chaney out in the secondary, and so that's a normal guy that you usually have back there. But the front seven, Dede Hall in the last couple of weeks has been a great run stopper up the middle. Truth Holmes, Nathan Andrews, the linebacker crew. It seems like every week there's a new linebacker that really steps up and just makes a huge impact. So I think tonight, Liberty-Eylau is going to give the front seven a challenge, but certainly not one that they can't handle.
Yeah, I think so. They're very much a team, especially if they're going to run the ball that much, probably not going to make a ton of mistakes. They're probably going to make you beat them. I don't think you're going to see a ton of turnovers in this game necessarily, but I think as long as you control the ball well, control the clock well, you should be able to win this game.
Yeah, and offensively, talking on Liberty-Eylau, back to the turnover part, is you can't throw interceptions if you don't put the ball in the air. So the key offensively, if you're a Leopard, is, man, we got to take care of the football. We cannot put the ball on the ground. We have to keep drives going. We have to. And usually teams that don't throw the ball a lot are not looking for a 40-point game. That's not going to be their bread and butter. They're looking for a 28-21 slugfest on the ground, keep the clock rolling, and take care of the football.
Yeah, I do want to say it is impressive. Only 5 passing attempts last week, yet they win 36-14. 36 points
high
on
scoring.
5 passing attempts.
That totally goes against what I'm saying. But typically, you look at the Armies and the Navies and the Georgia Techs of old. Those are not high scoring games. They want to have all these rushing yards and all this time of possession, and the key is to hold on to the football and play good defense.
Now, there are a number of things we're going to get to throughout the pregame portion of this. Obviously, it's about 30 minutes, but we're going to get to Hump's Keys to Victory here in a little bit, so we don't want to give too much away or anything. Before we start looking at the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, I just want to ask, this is both teams' final non-district game, and like you said, you do have the bye next week. So kind of what is the approach for Sulphur Springs this week?
The approach is simple, is what can we do tonight, 14 days out from our first district game, what can we do tonight to feel the best that we're going to feel heading into that first district game? That's the key. Because next week, we don't play. We have a bye. We're going to use next week to watch this week and the weeks before. But It's all about 14 nights from now. That's when you want to be playing your best football.
It does feel like you're getting hot at the perfect time. I mean, it was kind of a slow start to the season. You did win in week 1, but it probably wasn't as convincing as you would have wanted it to be. And then a tough loss in week 2. And then you get yourself down 14-0 in the Hallsville game. But, of course, it's been all Wildcats since then.
Yep.
I think if you could get another win tonight, I mean, you would be getting hot at the perfect time.
Yeah, you've played 6 quarters in a row of good football. And the thing it's hard for me because I'm all about, every game's a Super Bowl. You got to treat every game like it's a big one. But in reality, no game that we've played thus far has any implications on what our postseason future looks like. It's all about, even tonight, it doesn't. And so these games that we've played, these 5 games that we've played are all about how do we feel, how do we look, what are we doing when district gets rolling.
I do want to mention, looking at, obviously we said, they played each other last year. Looking at, some performances from last year, it was kind of a slow game from Brady Driver, just 6 of 14 passing for 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I think we're going to see a much bigger Brady night tonight than we saw in this game last year.
I think so too, and I think Brady is playing good football right now. Like you and I have talked about, he's a better version of Brady Driver when he's moving around and making plays happen with his feet, whether that's through the air on a second chance play or tucking it and running and getting a first down. He does a good job at that, and I think we're going to see more of that tonight.
Yeah, he has been very, very good this year. He's already got almost 800 yards, 16 total touchdowns, 8 passing to 8 interceptions. Another player that we're not going to be seeing tonight that was a huge impact was Malachi Rowland. Malachi had 100 rushing yards last year. Obviously, no Malachi tonight, but a big opportunity for someone like Rose Luke, I would think.
Yeah, obviously, our efficient offensive player of the group. I think last week he had over 100 yards. You and I said that we thought that could be a possibility, and after the first couple runs, we kind of doubled down on that. He ends up getting 100 yards, but I think, we do a good job of kind of finding that balance. I don't think we're going to have games where we have, 350 passing yards or 250 yards on the ground as a team, but I think we do a great job of really balancing that out and just taking what the defense gives us. If we get out there tonight and it is more of a throwing night, we're capable of making that happen. If it's a night where, hey, we're not throwing the ball as well, we got to run the rock. We've got guys that can do it.
And to your point, Brady, as we've kind of both mentioned, best when he's also running the ball. He is averaging 288 yards per game when you look at both the passing and the rushing. And you mentioned there's a number of guys you can get involved. Jackson Hare had a touchdown in this game last year. I would like to see more Jackson Hare tonight. Obviously, Skylar Lewis has been great this year, 15 catches, 5 touchdowns. And then Wyatt Watson, 178 yards. He's been very good, 2 touchdowns as well.
So he's got 15 catches and 5 touchdowns. So his touchdown to catch ratio is about 33%. That's
very efficient.
That's a pretty good number. Yeah.
Very, very efficient. Again, we will be getting to Hump's Keys to Victory in just 1 second, but another notable I wanted to mention from last year's game, Bo Loggins. Bo Loggins had an interception in this game last year. I don't know how much we're going to see them pass, but I think this is going to be a big opportunity for the linebackers to have a big game, and I think Bo's one we're looking out for.
Well, and you talk about you don't know how much they're going to, we're going to have an opportunity to get an interception because they don't throw much. The way I see it is that's absolutely correct. But if we're not a team that's comfortable in throwing, if we're only going to throw it 5 times, go make something happen on those 5. If the ball's up in the air, go get it.
Right.
And so you're obviously not a team that wants to throw, and so the Sulphur Springs defense needs to take advantage of that.
Now we keep teasing it. We're going to get to our official predictions and everything, but there's only so much we can do. I don't want to step on your toes at all. So we are going to hear from our sponsor, Shelby Gamble, and then we're going to get to Hump's Keys to Victory.
Hi, my name is Shelby Gamble, your East Texas corporate sales rep for CBJ Custom Apparel. At CBJ, I take a customer service-centered approach to apparel decoration, merchandise, and custom designs for businesses and nonprofit organizations. I will work side by side with you throughout your embroidery, screen print, or sublimation project to ensure everything turns out great. Choose from our selection of high-quality materials and watch your business shine. Give me a call at 903-348-4382 for all your custom apparel needs.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've been setting it up. It is time for everyone's favorite part of the pregame show, Humps Keys to Victory. Ryan, what you got for us this week?
Number one, Tyler, we got to take care of the football. That is the number one. You hear me talk about it a lot. That is the number one deciding factor outside of points scored. That's the number one deciding factor on who wins a football game. I feel like Sulphur Springs is better than Liberty-Eylau, and so if I'm Liberty-Eylau's coaches, I'm asking my defense, we got to create turnovers. We have to level this playing field, and that's how you do it the quickest. I feel like in the 2 games, the last 2 weeks, it's our best football we've played. Hallsville, we come out the second half and throw a quick interception, get them back in the game. Last week, we outplayed Van Alstyne, but a couple of timely turnovers made that game closer than it needed to be.
Yeah, to your point, this is a team that one of their strengths is they don't turn the ball over very often, but in the home stand, as good as you were, you got back-to-back wins. It did feel like uncharacteristically turned the ball over a little
I agree.
bit.
We cannot give them extra possessions. Tyler, number 2. We've talked about how they're not going to throw the ball a lot tonight. We've got to stop the run. If Liberty-Eylau is going to run the ball, we've got to defend it. The front 7 has to be good. Put Liberty-Eylau in 3rd and long situations. Those the Armies and the Navies and the Georgia Techs and these teams that run the rock really well, when they get down late in games, they get behind the sticks, their offense is not efficient. They don't want to throw the ball.
To your point, I think those two things go hand in hand with each other because the worst-case scenario is you are turning the ball over, Liberty-Eylau gets ahead, and they're running the ball well, they're running the clock. So, yeah, I think those two things go.
They want to play even football or ahead football. Once they get behind their offense, it's tough to come back.
Agreed.
Tough to come back. Number 3, Tyler, we got to travel well. We've played two road games thus far, neither of which have been our best games.
Right.
We Jacksonville, we get out of that one with a win. Didn't travel. It didn't start great. Kind of got our backs against the wall. Came up with a late turnover. Was able to figure that one out. Mount Pleasant, probably our least, probably the worst game we've played this year, being our only loss.
I would say so.
Did not travel well, and so tonight this needs to be almost a travel dress rehearsal because we're going to have to travel in district, and we're certainly going to have to travel in the playoffs. And so we don't want it to be a situation where we feel like, hey, when we get on the yellow dog, we can't play our best football. We have to play Gerald Prim football away from Gerald Prim.
I agree with you. Again, Humps Keys to Victory is always great. Let's go ahead. Let's start getting into official predictions. We usually save that for like right before kickoff. So why don't we give our predictions on players of the game for tonight?
You got it. I'll let you start.
Okay, starting offensively, I'm torn between 2 players, either Brady Driver or Jackson Hare. Obviously, they could kind of go hand in hand together, but I think we keep saying I think we're going to see more of Jackson Hare. We're going to see him find the end zone, but I also think, again, wasn't Brady's last game against Liberty-Eylau last year, but he's been playing very well this year. I think if he can come out and have a great game, you could really set the tone. Again, it's a team that's probably going to have to run the ball a lot. I think if Brady's coming out having a great night, especially early, you could put yourself in a great position.
I'm going to also pick 2 guys, but I'm going to go a little bit different here.
Okay.
I'm going to go Jeff Stevenson and Vincent Johnson. The 2 big nasties up front. We need a clean pocket for Brady tonight, whether we're going to, are we going to throw it tonight or are we going to run
Corey
it tonight?
Seems to be agreeing with you.
Our big nasty over here loves the O-line pick. But yeah, let's give Brady a clean pocket. Let's give Rose Luke and Cam Jefferson room to run, and it's going to start with those 2 up front.
Yeah, I definitely could see that. Love the offensive line. Love those 2 guys in particular. Defensively, since we're doing 2 at a time, I've already mentioned Bo Loggins once. Again, I think it's a big opportunity for him. I want to give a shout-out to Truth Holmes. One, we know he's a fan, a viewer of Down and Out, was in the comments the other night, but Truth Holmes has been great so far this year, and I think we're really looking at the run stop, so both of those guys, I think, fit that criteria.
I got to go to the big nasty on defense, and that's Day Hall.
Nice.
It's a trenches night. It's not going to be a huge night for the DBs because they're not putting the ball in the air a lot. So up front, we need TFLs and just absolute tenacious run stopping. That you do that, Sulphur Springs is going to win this one big.
I agree, Ryan. I think people have seen probably enough of us for a little while. Why don't we start looking at what's going on down on the field? For a road game, obviously it's early. Still getting ready for kickoff and everything, but it looks like we've got some fans out there.
Yeah, no, I think so. Obviously, I think distance-wise, it's one of our farther games, but it's an easy drive. It's right down the interstate, quick trip.
Yeah, I honestly thought we had made our furthest drive of the season when it came to Jacksonville, but I don't know that it's not much closer if it is closer.
Yeah, but no, it's we had a little rain in the pregame kind of setup, but looks like a pretty night now.
It does. I'm excited. Like you said, weather's nice. We're getting closer to fall. I need fall weather.
Oh, we're right on the cusp of that.
We're getting there.
It's to the point where I want to wear a long sleeve when I get out of bed in the morning, but by lunch,
you definitely don't want to be wearing it anymore.
It's pretty warm, so I think we're a couple weeks out of that. Tyler, big college football slate.
It is a big
tomorrow.
college football weekend.
Fun day for Corey to sit back and smoke some meats and watch some solid college football. Notre Dame and Ohio State, kind of the marquee matchup of the
big
weekend.
One. Yeah.
Who you got, Tyler? Quick pick.
Give me Notre Dame.
Okay, I'm also going to back the Irish on this one. I think Ohio State's got a lot of skill position players that are solid, but I don't know, man. I think Notre Dame. This feels like a year that they can make a run.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that is why I'm leaning towards Notre Dame in this one, just because it is a chance for them to kind of prove themselves and to take that next step. But what other games are you excited for?
Oh man, I think anytime Texas and Baylor get together, that's a fun one. Just because you know somebody that's graduated from Texas, people that have graduated from Baylor, so that's always a good smack talking game. I personally think it will not be much of a game. I think Texas will defeat the Baylor Bears pretty handedly.
Yeah, I would think so. Dude, I got to say, I know we talked about this once already, but in a dream world, if you could pick when this was going to happen, having your bye right at the midway point, and not only that, but, depending on the size of your district, it happens to be 5-5 for Sulphur Springs, but for a lot of teams, you have 6, even 7 district games. So for the bye to be at the halfway point and right before district, that's perfect.
Well, it's perfect for exactly what you're saying, and also, if I have a guy that maybe he's 2 weeks out of being healthy, you don't play him tonight, or maybe get him limited time tonight, because I know that I'm going to get 14 full days before it's go time, before these games, I don't want to say count, because every time you step on the football field it counts, but those games really count. And so from a health factor, it's really coming at the perfect time.
Yeah, we know. So I got to see a little clip of it earlier, but this is a place that you've played at before.
Yeah. This is it's fairly new turf, at least. I don't know. The stadium is definitely older, but the field itself is new.
The field itself looks very nice.
Yes, very nice. Very
and
nice.
we even have a video
big fan of the name
there.
Leopards. I'm all about the uniqueness.
I like Leopards a lot.
You don't know a ton of Leopards.
This is a school that's got a good bit of history, or players anyway. Sorry, I thought we were getting the national anthem. I was like, one that I got to see in high school, Trey Carson, went and played at Oregon at first, and then A&M, and then, LaMichael James, obviously one of the, more popular
one of the bigger college football
players.
names.
Yeah.
I think he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this week.
Is he?
In Oregon.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I imagine he's probably in the Liberty-Eylau Hall of Fame as well, but definitely an Oregon Duck legend.
Will Middlebrooks?
Will Middlebrooks, who played for the Boston Red Sox, who my dad says is the greatest high school punter he's ever seen, which is funny.
It was during the Lindell scrimmage, but that you had brought that up once, and I kept trying to figure out when that was.
That kid
was a beast.
I wish I could follow punting stats. I don't know if they really record that at the high school level, but I can assure you that the Lindell punter is legit.
Ryan, we'll after the band's done playing, we'll get a look at it, but we got to do our new segment where we grade the tunnels.
Yeah, do we want to give our thoughts right now and then show it, or?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start.
It's not bad, but the problem is I think the bar is so high from Mount Pleasant and Hallsville. It's just going to be tough to beat that. This one, it's fun. But it doesn't, there's no lit up eyes.
Right. The bar was set way too high in this season. Both Jacksonville and Mount Pleasant had good tunnels. I do like Liberty-Eilau's though. I'm a fan. It's kind of different though in the sense that usually I feel like you get the big main tunnel and then you get the actual tunnel part of it.
Yeah.
You see our guys down in our tunnel; they're getting ready. Anytime
do we like the white? I love the white on colored pants. That's my favorite look.
Is it really?
Yeah, I said it at Sam. That the white on top of the orange was my favorite jersey.
So I do like that color combo. Usually, I'm a fan of color on color at home and then white on the road.
Okay.
Though I do like our pants. Generally speaking, I think we have very good uniforms. Big fan of the helmets. Ryan, do you want to go ahead and give official score prediction for tonight's game?
Man.
National anthem when the teams return to the field.
Are we already getting ready for the national anthem?
That's why I paused. Tyler, I am going to go Sulphur Springs 31, Liberty-Eylau 17. 31-17.
31-17,
Yep.
and here come your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. As always, Watson leading the pack.
Yeah, 31-17.
31-17. Real quick, before I get mine, I got to ask. You see Wyatt, obviously very much a sprinter in this situation. He beats everyone else down the field by a good bit. Are you someone who is sprinting out of the tunnel, or are you just getting a nice jog?
Man, it just depends. I think it's all about what puts you in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm asking. What was your preference?
Man, just take it in. Enjoy that you're getting to do this. It's always fun running out of the tunnel. The smoke's going. The fans are rocking. Band is playing. You can just really feel that moment. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those deals where you just take over. You let your body take over and sprint out of the tunnel, walk out of the tunnel, whatever you're feeling.
All right, Ryan, I promise I'm not getting out of giving an official prediction. I'm also going to take the Wildcats. For anyone that doesn't know, they were a 7-point favorite by Dave Campbell's, who gives their official prediction every week. I'm also thinking a higher scoring game, and I actually think for both teams, I think we might see Liberty-Eylau get off to a real nice start, running the ball well, and I think maybe we start to slow them down a bit in the second half. Give me 35-21.
And that's pretty high scoring. I think, to me, forget the score. I think there's one or two things that are going to happen tonight. I think Sulphur Springs is going to dominate the run, and this one's going to get out of hand, or Liberty-Eylau is going to run great, and this one's coming down to the end.
Yeah,
I think that's our A and our B plans here. I think that's what we're looking at.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are getting ready for the national anthem. So if this is your first time joining us, Ryan and I will step out of the way once they start the national anthem and everything, obviously, but then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night. Can never tell how. Okay, there it is.
Direct your attention to the flags at the east end of the field and the video board for the playing of the national anthem performed by the Liberty-Eylau High School Band, directed by Miss Stephanie Nelson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for some high school football here at Liberty-Eylau. Again, I want to thank every single one of you for spending your Friday nights with us here on Front Porch News and Chad's Media. If you missed it, both Ryan and I did predict wins for the Wildcats. I believe Ryan had, 31-17? Something like that.
Yeah, 31-17. I was trying to think about what I wanted to say because, Tyler, I'll be honest, I'm never going to predict the Sulphur Springs Wildcats to lose in any situation. We're picking a win, but I do think that the Sulphur Springs Wildcats go home with a win tonight. Feel good going into the bye week. Hopefully we're healthy and we're at full strength come 2 weeks from tonight.
We might do a very good job of being unbiased during the game and during the analysis of it, but we're predicting wins.
I'm not
over
predicting
here.
a loss ever.
Getting ready for the oh, by the way, I had 35-21, I believe.
There you go.
It's funny, it's always tough to give the scores, and for the longest time I try to steer away from it. The only thing is, like, especially with high school. You never know what the kicking situation is going to be like.
Yep.
So predicting the score with a field goal in it, it's always tough. And I will say, this team last year, it was 24-6. Liberty-Eylau did score on the opening drive, and I believe they went for 2.
Kicking was not the best in pregame, but we'll see. So we'll be interested to see what the Leopards do. Tyler, I'm looking at this coin toss, and we always talk about, do we want the ball? Do we not want the ball? Playing against a running team, I want the ball. I don't want them to start with the football and have a 6 or 7 minute drive. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with like you're saying, especially against a running team like that. They get the ball first. They could keep it for the first half of the first quarter, and then if they get points along with it. So I think I agree with you.
Number 2. Carter Stanley, number 13.
Then again, I mean, we always do this, but I mean,
or do you start on defense? You get them 3 and out.
I think you and I, generally speaking, I'm a give me the ball first kind of guy. But if you do have a great defense, I think that is a huge momentum builder.
I do like the LE helmets with the kind of the leopard scratch.
Oh yeah, good
as
call.
the logo. That seems fun.
Very Toronto Raptor-esque with the.
Yep.
Trying to listen to him.
All right,
So the
Sulphur
Wild
Springs defers.
Okay, I like it.
There we go. Put the defense on the field, put the pressure to LE,
Yeah.
and let's get this thing started.
So we will see the Leopards with the ball first tonight. Before we do, want to give a big shout-out. Ryan, it's about that time. It's about supper time. If you're watching the game, call our friends at Chick-fil-A. Serving quality food has always been the top priority at Chick-fil-A Sulphur Springs. Whether you're dining in or picking up to go, they guarantee that signature Chick-fil-A customer service. And don't forget, they have catering and delivery available for all your Wildcat watch parties. You can get a spicy chicken sandwich delivered to your house and watch the Wildcats without having to leave the couch.
That's a win-win.
It is a win-win.
I had Chick-fil-A for lunch today.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
What'd you get?
Number 1, large fry, large Diet Coke.
I don't know
Keep
why
it
I
simple.
asked. I knew.
Yeah,
That was more for the people at home. I know what you get.
I'm a plain Jane guy when it comes to food.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't like my condiments. I don't do sauces. I'm plain Jane.
I've gotten real big on the spicy wrap from Chick-fil-A. Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Tyler, I say it a lot, but I'm looking for a special teams play out of the Sulphur Springs. We haven't had it yet. We haven't had the special teams turnover, haven't had a big return. I'm looking for that. That's going to decide a game one of these days.
Oh, I 1000% agree
It will.
with that. Want to give everyone a heads up tonight. Obviously, we've gotten the scoreboard that's been added and the clock that we've been adding the last few weeks. But unfortunately, it is so humid here that it's too foggy. We literally cannot get a view of the clock. So we will have the scoreboard for y'all tonight, but unfortunately, you got to listen to me give the update on the times again. But
we are in a good setup with the press box, I'd say.
Big shout out to the people of Liberty-Eylau.
They've definitely been in worse.
Very grateful for them. Shout out to Earl Gill was very helpful with us this week. So, and here we go. We are underway. Going to be filled at what it was at about the 32. We will see Liberty-Eylau for the first time. Real quick, I want to tell you about the great people over at Cody Drug, which Ryan and I stopped by at yesterday, got some B12 shots for the game. Cody Drug provides a unique and personalized experience that big chain pharmacies just can't match. As I mentioned, they also offer vaccines and B12 shots. Be sure to take advantage of their convenient delivery services as well. Make the easy transfer to Cody Drug today. Ryan, you understand why we get the B12 shots before the game now?
Feeling great, man.
Feeling great.
Would be kind of funny here if they came out and threw the first play of the game. We spent all pregame talking about how run-heavy this team is.
Yeah, they just come out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It is a completed pass on first down.
That almost felt like an announcer's curse to me. We spent 30 minutes talking about, man, we got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. And then they open up the game with an 8-yard completion.
Yeah, they come out and pass immediately.
That's awesome.
Laren Vaughn and Grayson Hardy on the tackles there.
And as much as they run the ball, for them not to be, an under center or I formation or whatever it may be, for them not to be that, they still line up in the spread,
right.
Is interesting to me.
Yeah, which I like running out of the shotgun, but Greg London on the run there. The ball is out.
There we go, Tyler.
Ty Bobby with it. Taking it back to the house.
I mean, that Tyler, that's exactly what you draw.
Looking on the replay here, trying to see who knocked the ball loose. Is that Braxton Wall maybe? Yeah, it is Braxton Wall.
And it looked like the LE running back, he's throwing a mean stiff arm, but Braxton Wall is able to kind of bat that away and he's got to get a hand in there.
I believe Braxton Wall had a forced fumble last week as well.
Well, the LE running back, he's stiff arming, and when you do things like that, when you make football moves, you're the natural thing to do is to not think about ball security. Braxton Wall, absolutely outstanding play there, and Ty Bobby, Johnny on the spot, touchdown Wildcats.
Ryan, not even a full minute into this game, the Wildcats start on defense and still take a 7-0 lead. Huge for the Wildcats. We'll see Liberty-Eylau take over for a second time here in just a minute. But before we do, I want to tell you about our good friend Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. When you work with Katie, you get more than just a realtor. You get a trusted partner who is active in the community and cares about you and your family's future. So if you're looking for a realtor who is passionate about finding you and your family the perfect home, be sure to call her at 903-243-2304.
Tyler, you and I talked about how when teams run the ball, they're usually, as far as turnovers go, they're not giving it up a lot, and they can't afford to because they can't throw it to get it back in this. So to have a fumble recovery for a touchdown on the second play of your offensive night is definitely not a step in the right direction for the Leopards.
Feeling pretty silly right now. We do like a 30-minute long pregame show. We talk about they're not going to pass. They come out and pass on the first play. And the first thing I said was this is probably not going to be a night where you see a lot of turnovers.
But let me stop you right there. Though you are right, it's kind of opposite of what we're saying. We were thinking positively for Liberty-Eylau. That was as bad as it could be. You cannot do that on the second play of the night as a run-heavy team. And so Sulphur Springs, that's big time. I mean, those plays win football games, and it's going to be a long night if Sulphur Springs can keep making plays like that.
11:08 still in the first quarter. Ryan, that one's on the ground, but Liberty-Eylau is able to recover it and going to get it at about the 35, I believe. Before we see Liberty-Eylau for the second time, I want to tell you about our friends at Hooten's Hardware. They offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your home, business, and outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square feet of materials in stock, they're sure to have everything you need for any job. They only carry the highest quality products because your satisfaction is their top priority. Hooten's Hardware. They're more than just nuts and bolts. So we'll see Liberty-Eylau for the second time tonight, starting at the 35 with 11:08 left in the first.
I think that was Ty Bobby's first career touchdown. I bet it is.
It may have been, yeah.
I mean, Friday night, certainly.
I think so. Him and Braxton Wall are making a case for player of the game.
Quickly.
And there is a strong run on 1st and 10.
Number 11, Jaquan Johnson.
And that was Jaquan Johnson again. Greg London was the lead back last week, had 137 rushing yards, but Jaquan Johnson had 77 yards of his own. I think going to be a heavy dose of both of them tonight.
And to fumble, you see it in the NFL even. When you fumble that first time, there's a little bit of antiness when you get that ball back. You're not running. You're worrying about holding the ball, and you're not yourself. You can't stiff arm. You can't spin. You can't juke. And so there's going to be the first couple carries is going to be a little tentative.
Dropping back to pass. He's got his man. Still going up past the 50. A nice gain on first down. And, yeah, to your point, they did switch from London to Johnson after the fumble.
I bet that one actually goes down as a run, Tyler. That looked like a backwards pass to me. So on the stat sheet, I'm thinking that's a run.
A run. I always like the opposite of those, where it's the is essentially a handoff.
Yeah, it's good for the completion percentage.
Good for the completion percentage, great for the yards. I'm sure quarterbacks enjoy those.
How did you see the late arrival of the cheerleaders and the drill team?
Oh, no.
Interested and they were walking up as we were kicking off.
Did not notice that. He's keeping it himself this time, but met by a number of Wildcats.
Looks like Day Hall and company. McCormick, Truth Holmes,
there's Day Hall,
Laren Vaughn, the usual gang.
The usual,
yeah. The usual gang.
Big shout out to Truth Holmes there. We say it every week.
It's the best name on the team.
Best name.
There's absolutely no debating that.
Great football name. There's Laren Vaughn, always an impact player for the Wildcats. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. 9:55 left in the first. Braxton Wall already got a forced fumble tonight. Again, I believe it's 2 weeks in a row. 3rd and 4. and he's got the first down. Was almost met in the backfield by Ty Bobby.
I was going to say, really great effort by Ty Bobby there. And his assignment is when they're running that sweep, his job is to just wreak havoc. Blow up the lead blocker, give the guys behind you a chance. And he nearly blew up the lead blocker and got the ball carrier there.
Now this much closer to the drive Liberty-Eylau was hoping to put together to open the game. Really just restarting just down.
I was going to say, you basically just spotted Sulphur Springs 7 points. You're down 7. Which, ironically, was the spread.
It was. You're right.
So, there you go.
Another good pickup there on first down, and it does look like Johnson getting the carries this drive.
Well, and I talked about it from the running back's point of view, but if I'm a coach's point of view, I want to get that guy feeling comfortable. Get the ball back in his hands, make sure he's confident. You're fine. You fumbled. It happened. You're running back.
Yeah, I'm curious when they're going to put Greg London back out there because he was the lead back to open and, again, had a great week last week, but it's been all Jaquan Johnson since. Granted, he has been very good on this drive, though. 2nd and 4, 8:36 left in the first. Another give.
Johnson on the carry.
After that first pass, we haven't seen a ton.
I think defensively for Sulphur Springs, something to think about, or at least tell your guys, we got to watch out for this. Yes, we know 75, 85% of the time they're going to run the ball. But we got to be ready when they decide to pass it. When there's a play action, when we try to throw one deep, we got to be on our toes.
Drop it back to pass on 3rd and 2. He's got a man, and it is complete for a first down. It's going to put them up inside the red zone at about the 15. Looked like he had a lot of time to pass there. Kind of kept waiting for him to take off and do something, but he just stayed in the pocket, waited for his man to get open, and got him. But yeah, that is up to the 16, 7:40 left in the first.
Tyler, we're going to have a little different updates tonight. Obviously, I'm going to have my normal high school football, but with 10 games to play, if you're a Rangers fan, the Texas Rangers are currently up 4-0 in the 2nd inning.
There we go.
So it's a big 2 weeks coming up for the Texas Rangers.
Those are the kind of updates that I'm very interested in. 1st and 10, another give. Ryan, it's a good run on first down. And from 16 yards out, he's going to find the end zone.
That's a strong run, Tyler, and obviously that's a guy that hadn't had a carry tonight. So Ellie early is showing, we can hand it to this guy, we can throw it to this guy, we can hand it, do all this. There's lots of different ways that Ellie can move the ball, and so that's going to be tough.
Yeah, we've already seen three different players with rushing attempts so far. And they are...
You had to have that if you're the Leopards.
Yeah.
You start off the game giving up a free touchdown to Sulphur Springs. You got to go get 7 and match that.
Yeah, if you're LE, you're just like, hey, shake it off. Like you said, we're essentially just starting down 7-0.
Oh, bad.
The ball is out. He's going to pass. Did he get in? No.
He did not get in, Tyler. I didn't have enough time to say good snap, bad hold.
So that is going to keep it.
But let's see. So... Snap's fine. Holder, you gotta make that play. Kicker does a good job of realizing that there's no negative to just throwing this thing up.
And a great job of Ty Bobby to keep him out of the end zone.
Absolutely.
With 7:14, it'll stay 7-6. Real quick, while I've got a second, I want to tell you about our friends Marcy Gamble and Micah Sheedy over at Amadeus Healthcare, both of which have over a decade of experience. Amadeus specializes in after-surgery care or after hospitalization or a new diagnosis of chronic illness. They also offered skilled nursing as well as physical, occupational, and speech therapies on top of medical social work and certified nurse aides.
High school special teams, man.
Yeah. You always mention how it's going to come in big, and that's not, I don't think the special teams play that you were referencing, but still.
But how many times it seems like the opposing team has messed up on an extra point, and then later in the game we're finding a position where, man, do we go for 2 here? Do we not go for 2? And your numbers get thrown off.
Right.
Kicking off is number 13.
Yeah, that very well could come up big next time, and they very well, as a team that we saw go for 2 last year, they might be put in a position, like you're saying, where they have to go for 2 now.
Man, watch the pooch here. Watch the onside. You gotta, that first kickoff, you gotta be very aware.
It's going to be Tristan Hankins to return. Hankins down the sideline.
It's a great return.
It is a great return, up past the 35. And before we see the Wildcat offense for the first time tonight, I want to tell you about our friends at BT Medical. Go visit their store where you can find wheelchairs and hospital beds, as well as many other necessary medical equipment. And don't worry, if you can't leave the house, they offer convenient delivery and 24/7 on-call services. Keep your business local with BT Medical, supplying equipment with care.
So, Tyler, the Sulphur Springs offense, with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter and already 13 points on the board, is taking their first strut onto the field.
Yeah, getting their first snaps. Brady back in the number 4 tonight. Quick pass. That one incomplete. Ryan, we're having a harder time seeing again. It's foggy up here in the booth.
Yeah,
having a harder time seeing.
It seemed like the exchange kind of got a little off. It looked like it was probably an RPO. Brady couldn't get his arm out like he wanted and did not deliver a great ball.
Now it looks like the Wildcat crowd has traveled well, as we see from this look over here.
Oh, they always do. They always do. And I hope if they didn't travel tonight, weren't able to travel tonight,
you're hearing us right
they're
now.
listening to us.
2nd and 10 from the 33. Got Skyler, Jackson Hare, and Wyatt Watson on this side. Quick pass out to Jackson Hare.
Oh. Great job bouncing off of it, but the LE defender was definitely headhunting right there. Big hit.
Was a big hit. It's going to still be, I guess, right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 10 still. At least it wasn't a loss of yards. But not exactly how you were hoping to start the drive. An incomplete pass and then a no gain. To the Wildcats' first 3rd down attempt of the night. Brady dropping back. Having to roll out. And that one incomplete as well. So it's going to be a 3 and out for the Wildcats.
I do not feel like we have lots of 3 and outs. I feel like even on our not our best offensive drives, we're able to move the sticks once. Seems that way.
To your point, I mean, I'm sure there have been some,
obviously,
but
I don't feel, especially like the first drive of the game. I don't know. I don't feel that way, especially not lately.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just a little out of sync there.
I
mean, nothing major, obviously, but just weren't able to move the sticks there. Simple as that.
Ellie with 2 men back to return. 6:19 left in the first. Brady gets the punt off, and it would have been a great bounce, but it does go out of bounds. We'll see marking that one at the 32 before we see the LE offense for a 3rd time. We'll tell you about East Texas Physical Therapy. They are a provider of physical therapy and rehabilitative services in Sulphur Springs. After a visit to East Texas Physical Therapy, each patient will know what it means to have service beyond excellence, and they hope that you will return to their facility for all your rehab needs. Yeah, 6:14 left in the 3rd, and we're already seeing, or in the 1st, and we're seeing Liberty-Eylau for a 3rd time on offense.
Yeah.
Looks like Johnson's still the running back out there this time. A little option. He does pitch it out to Johnson. Wildcats still do a great job bringing him down, just a gain of a couple. Don't see a ton of option.
Not at the high
like
school
that.
level, for sure. And you don't really, I don't know, I think in college you used to see it a lot.
It
a lot
felt
of,
like
lot of
when
speed
we
option.
were younger growing up, you saw a ton of that.
Well, Oregon and LaMichael James, they ran it plenty.
Yeah.
Little Liberty-Eylau reference right there.
Comes back
full circle. But no, you don't see the speed option a ton anymore. Heck, you turn on the TV and see the Chiefs do it, though, with Patrick Mahomes.
True. 2nd and 8. And I think it's going to be a 1st down for the Leopards.
LE's definitely got some. They've got some shifty guys. I feel like ball gets in, like we've said, different guys' hands. A couple different guys getting carries. They're all able to do something when the ball is in their hands.
At their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, and it'd be big for Liberty-Eylau after the way the game opened if you were to answer back 2 times in a row and go take a lead.
You know, another thing, and we'll watch a couple more plays and see if they do it consistently all night, but they're huddling. There's not – a lot of high school teams don't huddle anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You get the sign from the sideline, or maybe a quarterback runs over and gets the call, but they're actually full-on NFL-style huddling.
I didn't notice that, but that's a good point. Gain of 2 or 3 there on first down. At the 47.
And part of that, Tyler, is just game management. They want to take as much
Right.
of the play clock as they can.
Yeah, especially now that you are back in it, only down by 1. Taking their time for sure. And I feel like when you do that, as long as you're running at your pace, you're very much in control.
Absolutely.
Another kind of speed option there. And it is
Great second effort.
It was a great second effort. That'll bring up 3rd and medium with just 4:20 left here in the first.
Giovanni Solis. And
Kind of a chest pass there. Kind of two-hand threw it out there.
I will say he looks very comfortable when running that
Yep,
option.
I agree. You just got to really use your head. I mean, you got to be really sure in what you're doing, because it's not like a forward pass where, if it gets tipped and hits the ground. No.
Right.
If it's sideways or backwards and if there's anything on it and it's tipped, that ball's live.
Now, I will say Wildcats have handled it well, just a gain of a couple each time. 3rd and 7, rolling out. He's got a wide open man, and it is complete. Ryan, 53 yards, and the Liberty-Eylau Leopards are back on top.
Tyler, that's a huge play. Rolling out to the right, finds the man over the middle. He's unaccounted for and legitimately just walks into the end zone. I mean, that's a big play, especially from a team that we have talked about all night not being a huge threat passing.
Already seen now a 53-yard touchdown pass.
I think that's only their 3rd drop back of the night,
Yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly. But a 53-yard touchdown is
Almost as many as they had last week. Had just 5 attempts last week.
Was as far as yards go, that is that's a lot more than they had last week on one play.
Going for 2 this time. And now Greg London is back in there as the running back. Keep it in himself.
Oh, that's going to be close, Tyler.
Waiting for a signal.
It's good.
There you go. So no harm, no foul on the missed PAT. It is now 14-7. Liberty-Eylau.
Liberty-Eylau 14, Sulphur Springs 7.
Are you ready to make your dream of owning a new home a reality? Look no further than Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. A little over an acre of land complete with rock driveway and a spacious 2-car garage on a solid concrete slab. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is offering you the chance to buy this incredible lot and pick out the perfect home. Visit Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs today and let us help you turn this beautiful lot into your very own sanctuary. Come see me and my team at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs and experience the difference.
Here at J. Hodge Chevrolet, we have the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. We are proud to offer an extensive selection of new and used vehicles. Our knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. We also provide a top-notch service experience with our state-of-the-art service center and our award-winning team of certified technicians. We're such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats that we are even located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads to J. Hodge Chevrolet. Give us a call at 903-307-2077. Don't overpay, go CJ.
3:28 left to play here in the first. Liberty-Eylau back on top now after falling down 7-0 to start the game, now up 14-7. And of course, that was a defensive touchdown for the Wildcats and a delay of game here on the kick. It looks like. Don't see that a ton. I feel like.
No, you don't. And it didn't seem like on the first one the kicker has a huge leg for kicking off, and so it could matter. I felt like Tristan Hankins fielded that relatively short and put a good return on it. So
yeah, I believe brought it back to around the 35-ish, 33, something like that.
So that's 5 more yards.
Getting closer to the 40 now. We'll see. He may have kicked
it that one well.
That time. Hankins returns at the 15. Still a great return.
Another
he
really
is
good
going to
return.
get up close to the 40 there, Ryan.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of weeks he has done a lot better of once he gets full going, find that open spot and just hit it hard.
Ryan, before we see the Wildcats for a second time, I want to tell you about D&B Loans. At D&B Loans, they make the loan process easy. Their competitive rates and quick application process make them one of the largest in the industry. With over 30 years in the business, their team of loan experts will work with you to find the loan that fits your needs. They also offer the best furniture and appliances around with great financing and local delivery. Just visit their showroom or give them a call. D&B Loans is your local loan specialist when you need cash. Trust a hometown business. Wildcats 3 and outed on their first drive, looking for a better drive this time around. Grayson Reams in motion. A give to Rose Luke, his first carry of the night, and Ryan. Big run from Rose Luke. He's still going. Up inside the 20, up inside close to the 10.
Tyler, we've been waiting on that big play by Rose Luke. He's been just shaving off 6 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and finally that is a huge play for Rose Luke.
And just like that, the Wildcats in the Bell Concrete red zone.
I want to commend Wyatt Watson there for his downfield blocking. He could have engaged with a guy that really wasn't in on the play and almost get a block in the back and jeopardize that whole run, but he did a great job of using his head and just tried to get in the way without using his hands.
Yeah, just like that, Wildcats, it's going to be first and goal. Brady. Solid little game there on first down. Going to cut it to about 2nd and 6.
Number 1, Neal, and number 15, Kenneth
Yeah, after
Clark.
3 and out on the first drive, love to see that.
Huge run. How far was that?
Started at the 39 and then got up to the 10. So about 50 yards-ish.
Yeah.
And he averages about 55 yards per game, so almost getting the full.
Perfect. The yards per carry, that took a big boost right there.
Oh, yeah. Which
one,
he already
one
is.
for 50.
He already averages 5.5 per, so already strong. But Brady again keeping it himself, trying to make it his way to the outside. Does he get in? Yes, he does.
Number 4.
6-yard rushing touchdown. Number 9 on the season for Brady. 17 total touchdowns now. And once again, he now has more rushing touchdowns than passing.
Tyler, I think that your high-scoring prediction so far,
Not looking bad.
with potentially 28 points on the board in the first quarter, I think that's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Still with 2:08 left here in the first.
Good snap, good hold.
And the
Good
Wildcats will tie it up 14-14.
With 2:08 to play.
Do have a penalty.
14, Liberty-Eylau 14.
We'll see what the penalty was after this.
Hi, I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
For the 2-point conversion after the penalty.
So, Ryan, it was offsides on the PAT, so now going to go for 2.
Yes, and I like the move. I don't think the LE kicking unit is great, and so we're kind of taking the bull by the horns and putting pressure on them to make a decision. Do we want to go for 2? What do we want to do?
Now, Cam Jefferson, the running back in the backfield, going to be the Brady Bulls, and he doesn't wait for the block. He just finds his hole and goes for it.
2-point conversion is good.
And he does get it. So now the Wildcats on top, 15-14.
15, Liberty-Eylau 14.
With Weary Pools, your backyard oasis will always be in pristine condition, leaving you more time to relax and enjoy. We have the knowledge and expertise to keep your pool water crystal clear and perfectly balanced, so you can focus on making unforgettable memories with your loved ones. Whether it's routine maintenance, pool repairs, or equipment installations, Weary Pools has you covered. We take care of the hard work so you can simply dive in and have fun. Don't let pool maintenance become a hassle. Contact Weary Pools today and let us handle all your pool service needs. Because when it comes to your pool, only the best will do.
So after the 2-point conversion, Wildcats now on top 15-14 with 2:08 left in the first.
I knew when I said there was going to be 28 points, I knew that was going to result in a missed kick. That didn't happen, but it's because it's 29 points is on the board.
Yeah.
We got to be careful tonight. I feel like everything we're saying is it's
Right.
going haywire.
That's why we're always usually pretty quick to let me not say anything. Let's just see how it plays out.
Right.
Liberty-Eylau going to get a 4th possession here in this first quarter.
Interesting to me, we've kicked the ball well deep this year.
Yeah, I wanted to point that out.
I'm guessing that the LE return men have shown that they can do some damage. That would be my guess to why we are not.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because, again.
Okay, Tyler, hold up. Another delay game on kickoff. That was not on the bingo card to see that not once but twice tonight.
But, yeah, I am glad you brought that up because I wanted to mention that as well. Eric Rodriguez has proven very great leg. He's been kicking very deep all year long, and then we're seeing more pooch-style kicks so far tonight.
On film, someone deep for LE has done damage in the return unit, and I'm guessing that's why. And I would expect, especially with the 5 yards back, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pooch it.
Even though you've been brought back 5 yards?
Yeah,
okay.
I think there's a reason they're not kicking it to him.
Yeah, that's fair. That one is deeper, but still not as far as we've seen. Going to return it at the 20. And a great return, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your point.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
There's a reason that we decided
and
not to do that. Yeah, that is a late flag.
So what was already a great return past the 50.
Yep.
Real quick, we'll see where they spot what that one. I want to tell you about our friends at Bell Concrete. They're your hometown concrete supplier, and they've been a part of Sulphur Springs for over 70 years. They're a locally owned, family-oriented small business, and they are proud to support the communities that they serve. Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and very soon they will open a plant in Blue Ridge. For the best quality and customer service in Northeast Texas, give them a call today at 903-885-3126.
Yeah, that wasn't even their main 2 returners, and so I don't really think I want to find out what those 2 guys can do because that was a big return.
It was.
PA is saying 2 fouls on the play.
So I did notice there was one here at the hit, and there was another one thrown from further back. So I was.
Be interesting because that one is probably during the play. This one is obviously after the play.
Yeah. This one was the late hit out of bounds. Will say, though, even though this one was thrown from further back, it was thrown in the same direction.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Are we bringing it back? What are we doing?
We've got a block in the back on the return.
Holding against the Leopards. And block in the back against the Leopards.
Now, what should happen, obviously that's during the play, so it negates the really big return. Now they're going to say after the play was over, personal foul, Sulphur Springs. So it's going to be 15 yards back.
Gotcha.
Or 10 yards back on the block in the back. 10 yards back. And then after that, they're going to add 15 yards. So be interesting to see where they – okay, so there you go.
So it's just going to be at the 41.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's much better than –
So they probably lost around 20 yards-ish.
Yeah.
So where they were going to be.
Probably because they had gotten past the 50.
Yeah.
And with what we thought was a late hit. Anyway, Liberty-Eylau taking over from the 41 with 1 minute and 58 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh.
The ball is out again. I think London able to recover it that time.
That play is recovered by London.
That one, it looked, it was a weird one to me. It looked like the quarterback kind of just stuck it in the chest of the running back and really just let go of it. I don't know that the running back ever even had it.
Yeah, obviously London with the fumble that was taken back to the end zone on the opening play, but not sure.
I don't know that was him. I hope it wasn't him because then that would be 2 touches and 2 fumbles,
Agreed.
and that's going to be tough to come back from.
Second and long.
Oh,
that one
man,
tipped.
Tyler.
Now there is a flag on the play. I don't know if maybe some hands to the face.
It's almost because he's not on the ground. He almost had to have when he came down. He hit him on the top of the head, and you got to stay away from the quarterback's head. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Let's see. Screen pass here. So obviously,
Zach Thomas did an amazing job of reading it and everything.
That's the right call. I mean, I know it's a ticky-tacky call. There's going to be people that, I hate that call. But you can't just go flying into the top of the QB.
Right.
You know? Which it's like, where do you hit him? Because you can't hit him low.
Especially when you're going for the ball and everything.
You can't hit him high. He's just trying to make a play. Obviously, that was just an effort play and just came down in the wrong spot.
Hate that for Zach Thomas because does a great job of reading it and getting to the quarterback and everything. But now it'll be first down past the 50 at the 49.
49 yards.
First and 10 from the 49. A give to Johnson. Wildcat defense does a good job of containing him originally, but
man, the Leopards' second effort when they run the ball, because I felt like that was a gain of 0 that ended in a gain of 4 or 5. Tyler, a couple of district scoring updates. We've got Maybank is up 3-0 over Waxahachie Life. We've got Community.
3-0, you said?
Yep, 3-0. Community is up 14-0 over Dallas Lincoln.
Oh, wow.
And Anna is up 14-0 over Fort Worth All Saints.
Okay.
There you go.
2nd and 6. This very well could be the final play of the first quarter. Just 30 seconds on that clock. It is a quick pass. Braxton Wall trying to bring him down, going to get some help. They are going to bring him out of bounds. Clock's still running right now, though. With just 15 seconds left in the quarter, I don't think Liberty-Eylau is going to try to run a play here, so that will do it for the first quarter. Your Wildcats lead 15-14.
Clayton Sulphur Springs is hiring home building team members. Join an energetic, collaborative team and play a part in opening doors to a better life for families across the country. Home building team members, starting pay is $20 an hour with opportunities to grow. We provide excellent benefits, including paid time off and volunteer time to support causes that you care about. Join our team and build your career with Clayton. Interested in becoming a part of the Clayton Sulphur Springs family? Call 903-439-0242 and apply today.
Whether you're looking to shop for the right set of Michelin tires for whatever you drive, brakes, or are interested in customizing your ride with a suspension lift kit, you can rely on Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs for accurate, knowledgeable, and friendly automotive and tire services. Since 1994, we have built a solid base of customers and established the reputation of being an automotive repair facility with service you can count on. We believe in personal customer service. We consider it an honor to serve you and our community. For reliable tire and auto repair, look no further than your local Discount Wheel and Tire.
Ready for the second quarter of action. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 49 for Liberty-Eylau as we switch sides here.
Tyler, one more district update for you. We've got Pleasant Grove 14-0 over Paris.
Okay.
So another Texarkana high school team, Pleasant Grove.
Dropping back to pass. Wildcats put a lot of pressure on the ball. It is complete. Johnson gets very close. Going to be about 4th and 2 maybe.
Definitely a go-for-it situation.
I would think so from
absolutely.
the 42.
Absolutely.
And, your backs have done a great job, the whole team really, but your backs have done a great job of not going down initially, keeping the play going, been real shifty like you had mentioned earlier.
Could you see a potential speed option play here?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let the quarterback decide.
Now, both of their speed options so far have been gains of about 2.
Yep.
But that is how much you need here. If they were trying to draw them off sides, they almost had their free play there, and it looks like Liberty-Eylau going to take the first time out of the night, 15-14 Wildcats.
Since 1927, Alliance Bank has been serving customers throughout North Texas. Our community banking roots run deep, and we are here to serve you. Welcome, my name is Keith Shirtliff, and I am the Market President for Hopkins County. Here at Alliance Bank, we offer all of the products and services you would expect from a large, impersonal national bank, but with the personal service you would expect from a community bank. So give us a call. Stop by or reach out through alliancebank.com. We look forward to serving you.
4th and 2 for Liberty-Eylau at the 42. Could be a big chance for the Wildcats. They got to stop here.
Absolutely. Tyler, I would watch the read option here. Just, I think the quarterback, he seems like he has a good grasp on the offense. He's going to make the defense wrong.
Now, Greg London is the back again this time. He is a bigger back than Johnson. We get a flag.
Now that changes things.
False start. It does change things. It at the very least changes your play call, but it might change
looks like
whether
they're
or not.
Going to punt, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're Liberty-Eylau, that's kind of the one thing you can't have there.
That's a pretty big blow for the Leopards there, because that's a 4th and 2 that is certainly obtainable. And so that's certainly not something you want to see.
Deep for the Wildcats is number 6, Skylar Lewis.
Skylar Lewis, the man to return. Yeah, it's especially unfortunate for Liberty-Eylau because you had drawn them off sides a second ago, just didn't snap the ball.
Now, Tyler, it looks like
Austin Chaney.
Austin Chaney makes an appearance.
I wasn't sure.
I was told he was not going to play tonight.
The punt is off.
Boy, I would get away from that one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tyler.
Yep,
Dang
to
it.
the point you're making, Ryan. Explain to the viewers.
I've seen it too many times, man. It's an ugly kick. The punter doesn't put a good.
You can see on the
doesn't
replay
put a good
here.
boot on it. I mean, that's wobbly. It's not going to be a returnable ball. You've got 3 guys. They don't know where that ball's at. It bounces right into Ellie's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Again,
I knew it right when I said it. I knew it was going to
happen. For any of the viewers watching, can you kind of explain what happens there and how that happens, why that happens?
So when the offense punts it, okay, the defense, obviously you have your return man, but all 11 players are live, okay? So if the ball hits them, it hits off their head, their shoulder, their hand, whatever, it's a live ball to be recovered by the original punting team.
Yeah, and
the tough break for Sulphur Springs, there's really not a lot that you can do there, but if you're the return man, what we did was we would scream, ice, 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 or snake, whatever the code word is, and what that means is you sprint to the sideline and get away from any danger you can.
Now Liberty-Eylau has it in the red zone at the 19, a give to London. Just a gain of a couple there.
That's big. I mean, those are the special teams plays that change the outcome of games. And Sulphur Springs thought they got off the field on defense. And then, it's as far as an emotional part, the defense is pumped up. They're over on the sidelines. They're enjoying their water, getting their break. Sudden change. We got to get them back on and get a red zone stop.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 17. There's still 11-11 left here in this first half. We complain a lot of time about how quickly games are going. This one a bit slower.
Yeah, this one is going a little slower.
The give on 2nd down. Again, London a bigger back, but Wildcats do a good job of bringing them down. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
He's tripped up by number 34, Andrews, and number 24.
Nathan Andrews on the tackle there, as well as Alex McCormick.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Leopards.
So not 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Tyler, Austin Chaney is out there on defense.
Yeah. Corey saying we need to get you the marker. That one incomplete. So now that does bring up an interesting spot. You're at the 14-yard line, so that would make for a 31-yard field goal. But again, we were watching warm-ups. I'm not sure if they'll attempt it. It's only 4th and 5, so
I don't think
manageable.
I don't think kicking is our strong suit in Liberty-Eylau, Texas.
Maybe if it were a tougher situation, but 4th and 5 is manageable.
I think let's just line it up and go for it.
Now again, it isn't a huge opportunity for the Wildcats defense to still get a stop after the punt.
Here's the thing, though. You got gifted this spot, and so even if you don't score here, Sulphur Springs' field position is backed up. They still had to, you took time off the board, so I like the call to go for it here.
Rolling out. He does get the pass off. And I believe he's got the first down.
That ball looked like it was bobbled around multiple times. Yeah. He kind of showed that he was going to block the edge for the quarterback and kind of just dips off into the open field. Quarterback makes a throw.
Refs are talking.
ineligible man downfield is
wow.
what they're okay.
Penalties against the Leopards and eligible man downfield.
So that happened, I'm guessing, because so if that tight end is even with the line of scrimmage, offensive lineman can get out in front of him and block. Now, if he ventures off up the field, I'm 5-6 yards down the field. Then when those O-linemen are down the field, it's a legal man downfield.
Gotcha. So that is going to bring us back to what is now a 4th and 10.
Which, again, I don't know that there's anything else to do but to go for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, now you're looking at a 36-yard field goal, which is even tougher.
We're just not going to kick it right now, and you can't punt from here.
Yeah, you have no choice but to go from here, and it's the exact same as a touchback if you don't get it. So 10:07 left here in the first half, 4th and 10. Dropping back. Nathan Andrews, but he shakes him off. Great job to get the pass off.
Great pursuit by the Sulphur Springs defense there. I thought we were going to get a Nathan Andrews sack.
I did as well.
Certainly did enough to put the quarterback in a bad position.
And either way, that is a turnover on downs. Ryan, before we see the Wildcats, I want to give a big shout-out to Muddy Jake's, which is your home for delicious food and the best sports entertainment. With a lively atmosphere, friendly service, and great prices, Muddy Jake's is the perfect place to watch not only the Sulphur Springs Wildcat game every Friday night, but we will be live down and out at Muddy Jake's next week. So y'all please come hang out with us, come see us at Muddy Jake's, and tune in for a great episode of Down and Out. Very excited for that. Going to do some more live remote stuff. Got another one I want to tease here in a little bit, but it'll be fun.
Oh, look at that graphic.
Ooh, love to see it.
That's 3 good-looking guys right there.
It is a give to Cam Jefferson on first down. Cam,
man,
keeping the play alive.
That is a violent run.
It is.
That was very Derrick Henry-esque.
Oh, yeah, he's tough to bring down.
Great view here. Boom. Boom.
Just kept
just
the feet moving,
just
kept
looking
going.
for people to hit.
I think they're going to get enough on second down for the first, so this can get a new set of chains.
I think for Cam Jefferson, especially a guy that I'm pretty sure he's primarily a linebacker before this season.
Yeah.
So, man, get that guy some space, get him running downhill, and he's going to bring the wood.
Yeah, he was very much LB1 last year. I believe finished 2nd or 3rd on the team in tackles. 1st and 10 from the 30. Quick pass out to Wyatt Watson. Wyatt still going down the sideline, up past the 50. And there is it? There it is.
That ref he teased it. Do I want to throw it? Do I not want to throw it? And that is a tough position to be in if I'm a defender, because he's kind of walking that tightrope, and I know that's on the far side, so we can't see, just how far he was into the white, but a late hit nonetheless.
Yeah, to your point, that is tough because I do have to get him out of bounds.
Right.
Ref had a little bit of a flair for the dramatic.
Do I want to throw it? Do I not want to throw it? They're waving it off.
There's no flag on the play.
It was close. In that side-by-side position, it's kind of bang-bang, so I don't know that you can call it.
Now, still a big gain for the Wildcats. I thought he didn't get out of bounds until he must have went out of bounds way back here. Yeah.
Goodness.
I thought he had gotten past
I wasn't
the 50.
even looking back. I'm looking way up here on the next 40.
Well, now it's just 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Oh, man.
And Ryan, we've got some extracurricular happening. Number of flags on the field now. Just going to try to break that up as quickly as possible. Have to wait to see what the penalties end up being on that.
I'll be honest, that was pretty silly on both sides.
Yeah. I mean, it's a dead play.
It's a dead play. No one's doing anything. That was some little bit of temper flaring right there. I will say, I was disappointed that they didn't let the play go.
I was as well.
I don't, he doesn't have a free shot to the quarterback. Snap it to him, let him get the free play, throwing it up to Skyler.
Now, I was kind of surprised Brady even chose to throw it there after the whistle had already been blown. But like you said, I mean, usually that is a free play. Usually you follow through with that. But
I do really hope that no one gets kicked out here. I don't think that either side should have a player get kicked out, but you just you never know what the ref exactly saw. Did I see a punch thrown? Did I not? You know, and that's, if you throw a punch, we've seen that earlier in the season. You're out the rest of the game. That's the rule. But I'm hoping that neither side has a player. It was kind of a silly.
Still waiting to see what this is going to be. Real quick, while we're waiting, I feel like this is a good opportunity to tell you about our good friend Josh Boatman, your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of his own, he understands the importance of protecting the ones who matter the most. He also understands that no two families need the same coverage, and that's why he'll make sure to customize plans to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Josh has you covered. Give him a call today.
Tyler, Rangers 4-0, heading to the bottom of the fifth. Holding on strong.
Need as much of a lead as you can with that bullpen. So.
Yep, let it get to about the 8th inning, and that's when the good pitching steps in.
Ron, we're still discussing this one, which I almost feel like can't be good. Seeing a lot of writing down.
Somebody's getting kicked out.
Yeah,
that's what I'm afraid of.
Seems like it.
Yep.
Okay, let's try to listen in now.
And the problem is if you're not sure, you just kick both out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know, I mean, that's.
Huh? Well, we almost started to.
Offsides against the Leopards.
Offsides.
Is that it?
I don't know. I don't know what we're calling. It was offsides.
That would be fantastic if that were it. Are we getting a timeout? What is that?
I don't know what that motion is.
They're asking for the Chad's Media instant.
Are they?
Yeah. They need it.
Okay.
We do have an
we
ejection.
do have an ejection.
I don't know. I'm not even going to comment because I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows?
I felt like. Man, I'm really not sure. It's going to be offsetting penalties. I do know that, but it seemed like they only ejected a player from LE and not a player from Sulphur Springs.
I really would have thought we were going to hear. Seems like something you would announce. Well, now he's going over there and telling Sulphur Springs. Ron, keep an eye on that. I'm going to, while we have a second, I'm going to tell our friends.
A lot going on
I'm going to tell all of our viewers, when you have a sports injury, Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is the team to trust. With Fellowship Sports Medicine, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Christopher Meltsakos and hand fellowship trained orthopedic surgeon Dr. Christian Douthit, your health is in good hands. To schedule an appointment in Sulphur Springs, call 903-885-6688. Okay.
So Skylar Lewis is still definitely out there.
We'll resume play the
Okay.
Wildcats.
So it does seem like one Leopard got ejected, but Skylar Lewis, and I didn't think that he retaliated, and so right call there. Oh my goodness. Let's play some football.
I think that one is going to be offsides or encroachment, something to that effect. By the way, still 8:59 left in the first half.
Oh man.
Worth mentioning.
It's going to be
false start.
False start.
Okay.
False start against the Wildcats.
And this is a much different feeling than the Jacksonville game. The Jacksonville game was a bit of a cluster on officials and just weird deal. This one has had just more weird. I guess just very interesting plays, interesting high school football occurrences.
So it is now 1st and 10 again from the original line of scrimmage from the 40.
None of that even happened.
Give to Cam Jefferson. Gain of just a couple there. Anytime you can bring down Cam Jefferson to just a couple, you've done a great job as a defense, I feel like.
He's taking down number 52, Avion Gold.
Ron, we might be here till midnight at this rate. I don't know.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
We hope the viewer is here.
Hopefully
till
y'all
midnight.
hang out with us till midnight. Oh, we're ready to roll. Big shout out to Cody Drug for giving us our B12 shots. 2nd and 8. I feel like we haven't seen a ton of passing tonight from the Wildcats.
You know,
there
I was
it is.
kind of just thinking the same thing.
Looking for Skylar Lewis.
Oh,
Got
wow,
him.
that is a huge catch.
Amazing
Huge
job from
catch.
Skylar there. Looking at the replay. It's a great pass from Brady to get it on that sideline to where only Skylar can get to it, but wasn't
Absolutely.
sure if he was going to be able to keep it in bounds, and he does. Smooth criminal.
First and 10 at the Liberty-Eylau 38-yard line.
Brings it up to the 38. Oh, there
Man,
it is.
It
Producer Corey.
seemed like he got one down, certainly. So great call by the official, and even better catch by Skylar Lewis.
Great catch by Skylar Lewis. Up to the 38. Cam Jefferson to the outside. Breaks the first tackle. And he's got a first down, I think.
It's good to see him get going. I feel like it's been a little slower getting him going the last couple weeks, but tonight he's running really strong. Both running backs. I mean,
Yeah.
Rose Luke broke off
Rose
the
Luke had the huge
50 or so yarder, and now Cam Jefferson's kind of carrying the weight here.
And we're getting timeout.
Easley's Liquid Fertilizer is your family-owned and operated custom spraying business. We can help you keep your crops healthy and your yields high with our professional spraying services. We will come to your farm, land, business, and apply the exact amount of liquid fertilizer or chemicals you need. Not only spraying, we now offer tillage and seeding. We use the latest technology, the highest quality equipment to make sure your land is getting the best possible care. Being licensed and insured, we take care of the hassle. If you have 1 acre or even 10,000 acres, we have you covered. So don't wait. Contact us today at 214-837-2206 to get started.
At Gary's Termite and Pest Control Company, we help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems throughout the Mount Pleasant, Mount Vernon, Winnsboro, Pittsburgh, Sulphur Springs, and the surrounding East Texas areas. Don't let pests take control of your life. Trust our reliable pest control service to eliminate unwanted guests and provide you with peace of mind. Safeguard your property and the well-being of your loved ones with our effective pest control solutions. Call us today to find out for yourself why Gary's Termite and Pest Control is your pest control company.
1st and 10 from the 26. It's a give around. Wide open is Wyatt Watson. And he's in.
Caden Mitchell.
Caden Mitchell. You had hinted at teased that we might see trick plays like that. We might see Caden Mitchell get to throw the ball some this year. And that's a 26-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Wyatt Watson, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season.
Right out of the timeout, Tyler, that is an awesome play call.
Yeah, this is a great play call. Again, kind of the end around here to Caden Mitchell.
And, I mean, that safety for LE is just in no man's land. He sees the pitch. Okay, I got to go play run on the other side of the field, and Wyatt Watson just sneaks behind him, does a great job tight-roping his way into the end zone. But that is an awesome A+, 10 out of 10 trick play for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
And now with 7 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first half, the Wildcats lead 22-14. Ryan, when your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere, let Essential Business Solutions do all the IT work for you. For managed IT services, disaster recovery, and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Give them a call at 903-335-7581. Essential Business Solutions, they make technology accessible. Wyatt Watson already up to 3 touchdowns on the season.
He's on a hot streak.
He is.
Great ball by Caden Mitchell there. First pass he's thrown this season. He steps up to the plate, makes it happen, and puts the ball right on the money. That's not easy to do. I mean, you're and as a guy that threw some trick play touchdowns in college, it's hard because I'm not warming up over there on the sidelines much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can toss the ball around a little bit, but you got to be ready for that moment whenever it's called.
Still 7:29 left in this half. Wildcats lead 22-14 now. Eric Rodriguez back to kick. I believe this is possession either 5 or 6 for the Leopards.
He is lining up deep here, which would normally signal a deep kick.
Fielded at the 15. Great return, Ryan. Up past the sideline. Cuts back in. And he's going to take it to the house. 85-yard return touchdown for Liberty-Eylau. And there, I would think, maybe going to go for 2 to tie it up here.
You know, I mean, I thought, obviously they showed that he had that potential to break a long play. It came back with the block in the bag, but definitely, you know, that's a big play for Liberty-Eylau. They've made a difference on special teams, and that one is no different.
Talked about a high-scoring game. We're seeing it. I mean, there's still 7:14 left in this half, and we've already seen 42 combined points. And I do believe they're going for 2 here. Going to try to even it up.
11 the lineup for the 2-point conversion.
So, Ryan, we'll see if they're able to tie it up. Getting hard to see out of this window up here, man. It is a give to London. Wildcats do a good job of getting to him, but he keeps his feet moving.
Absolutely incredible second effort.
He gets the 2-point conversion. So with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half, we are all tied up 22-22.
Our experienced, dedicated team are your local roofing experts from repairs to complete roofing systems. With competitive prices and free consultation, Triple Crown is the choice when it comes to roofing. Triple Crown Roofing offers the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care, specializing in all commercial and residential roofing systems. We believe in personalized service and are with you every step of the roofing process. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing, roofing done right.
Still 7:14 left to play here in this first half round. And I know you were wondering, where is the Elite Med Spa here in Sulphur Springs? And it's Elevate Aesthetics. They are the Elite Med Spa for all your anti-aging treatments. They offer Botox and fillers as well as B12 skinny shots and more. Give them a call at 214-205-1333. And remember, getting older is inevitable, but aging is optional.
Tyler, a lot of sudden change for the Wildcats tonight. You've got a defensive touchdown, so you got to bring the defense back onto the field. You've got special teams mishaps with the punt. Got to bring your defense back on the field. You've got a return kickoff. Got to bring your offense back on the field. So lots of sudden change, and so you gotta. I mean, that's tough. That's tough on the sidelines. You're trying to get in a routine. You're trying to get into motion, but you just haven't been able to tonight. So it's going to be a dogfight.
Kick is pretty deep this time. Hankins fields it inside the 10. Only going to get up to the 20 there. And Ryan, I told you there was another remote thing that I wanted to tease earlier. It's Sabo Provisions. They go above and beyond to create an extraordinary shopping experience for their valued customer. Their store is not your ordinary men's boutique. It's a paradise for the modern gentleman seeking style, relaxation, and enjoyment all in one place. Go see them on the square, and on October 7th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we will be doing a live down and out there. Again, that is Saturday, October 7th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come hang out with us. Hopefully you'll tune in and watch the show, but you'll be able to actually see us and hang out with us in person. That'll be a really fun event that we're excited for. Wildcats taking over. All tied up 22-22. They'll have the ball at the 20 with 7:08 to work with. Give to Rose Luke. Rose Luke, big run on first down. He's up all the way close to the 40. Great run from Rose Luke. Already 2 explosive runs from him tonight.
I think we should keep running that play. That one is working.
It is. Yeah, he's going to be close to, 60-plus, maybe even 70-plus yards already. Off just 2 huge plays. So that is a gain of exactly 20 up to the 40. What did we establish? He had a 50-yard run earlier in that realm?
50, give or take. So definitely well on his way to another 100-yard night.
It'll be back-to-back for him. Good job of just picking up the 3 or 4 that he did there.
He's taking out by number 11, Jaquan Johnson.
So Jaquan Johnson playing both ways, it sounds like.
It's been a fun game.
It has been a very fun game.
44 points. It's definitely, I mean, just as far as fireworks and interesting football plays, I feel like this has been the most exciting game we've had.
It probably has been, yeah. Obviously, the Van Alstyne game kind of came down to the wire. They had a chance to win it late.
But you've got special teams touchdowns in this one. You've got defensive touchdowns in this one. You've got, big plays breaking out.
You said there would be a big special teams play.
Yeah. Just hopefully hopefully we're getting one.
Brady looking deep for Skylar Lewis. He's got him. Skylar still going all the way to the 10. All the way up inside the 10. Skylar Lewis with a huge play, his second big catch of the night. That'll put him once again inside the Bell Concrete red zone.
I know Skylar Lewis would have loved to have fallen in the end zone there, but big play nonetheless. I could see he got across the safety's face. Boop, right there.
Yeah, Brady does a good job. The second he sees that, he goes ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get it in his hands. I'm not going to give anyone time to recover.
Yeah, that safety kind of did the oops look. He knew that Skylar was going to be crossing his face and get behind him quick.
First and goal from the 9, Jackson Hare in motion. Brady rolling out. Looking for Wyatt Watson for the second time tonight. And for the 4th time this season, Wyatt Watson with the touchdown.
Watson touchdown, Wildcats.
That kid is having a season.
I mean, he's just a touchdown magnet.
He is.
He's just he's a ball magnet. I feel like everywhere you look up, he's catching a ball. He finds work. He's open.
Yeah, literally 2 weeks ago he had the 2-touchdown game. Last week I believe he had like 8 for 80, something in that realm. Obviously 2 more touchdowns tonight. I think he's putting himself in the running for the Way Bible Church Player of the game.
Good hold. Good kick.
Is up and good. With 5:06
and with 5:06 left in the first, Wildcats now lead again, 29-22. Seen a ton of action so far. While we wait for this next drive, I want to tell you about our friends at Triple Crown Roofing. They are your local roofing experts, from repairs to complete roofing systems. With competitive prices and free consultation, they are the easy choice when it comes to roofing. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today at 903-689-0800. Triple Crown Roofing. Roofing done right. So, Ryan, you had it, I believe, 31-17. I had 35-21.
Well, I think we're both going to undersell.
And I think we both thought that sounded high scoring.
I mean, the way it looks, it seems like Sulphur Springs can – I don't know. I mean, it seems like with 5 minutes left in this half, I mean, I think 40 is well within range. I think maybe 50 is within range.
It might be for both of them
and
at this
LE, point. Right now the Sulphur Springs defense isn't slowing them down as much as we would like. And so I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair.
Especially when you've proven you can take one back on a kick,
Let's not kick it to number 1 right here.
I would also
I think that's not one that we want to do.
Yep, going back to the pooch kick. Fielded at the 30. And brought down at about the 35.
And I know, they're still getting the ball in the 35. That's good field position,
right.
But you just limit. I mean, you just can't give up big returns like that. You can't. That's gonna.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
Yeah, I think
pivot
you just
to something like that for the rest of the night.
You're just gonna have to live by that if number 1 is capable of breaking off the big play on kickoff return.
All right, still 5 minutes left in this half, but y'all don't go anywhere. We will have a great halftime show brought to you by A&S, which we will tell you more about here in a minute, but want to make sure y'all get to see, as always, the Wildcat Band, the Blue Blazes, and, of course, our A&S halftime show. So I think starting at the 34, it is a give on first down. And a swarm of Wildcats there to bring them down. That is Greg London again in the backfield. Laren Vaughn, definitely one of the people in on the tackle. I think Braxton Wall in that as well.
Giovanni Solis.
Is
making an impact tonight in the run game. Giovanni Solis and Dede Hall. That's a big big spot in the middle of the defense.
It is, and then you got Nathan Andrews and Truth Holmes out there as well. So 2nd and 9 from the 35, 4:20 left in the half. Another give to London. And he breaks through this time.
London on the carry.
I think that's going to be enough for the first down. If not, it's going to be very, very, very close. Yep, they are going to move the chains. First down. You know, if I'm LE, I don't know that I don't try to use every second. 4 minutes left exactly. I've got 55 yards to go. And again, you know, they huddle after every single play. They use a lot of the play clock. Obviously, the main priority is let me just get points. But if I could do so and take as much of the clock as possible.
With Sulphur Springs getting the ball to start the second half, obviously if I'm LE, perfect scenario here is we go score and don't give Sulphur Springs really a chance this half.
Mm-hmm. Day Hall.
London on the carry, taken down by the front.
And a number of Wildcats make the tackle there. Done a very good job on first down tonight, it feels like, defensively. A lot of 2nd and 10s and 2nd and long.
Tyler, the Texas Rangers have blown this thing open.
Are you? Oh, okay, cool. I don't like the way you worded that, but
top of the 6th, they are up 8-0.
8-0. There you go. Please don't ever open your sentence like that again. It'll be 3rd and long after another great stop. Ellie's got just the 1 timeout left in this half. The Wildcats still have all 3.
About 2, bring up 3rd and 8.
And this brings up a big 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. And we are going to go ahead and see that first timeout taken by the Wildcats.
Welcome to Sabo Provisions, where we go above and beyond to create an extraordinary shopping experience for our valued customers. Our store is not your ordinary men's boutique. It's a paradise for the modern gentleman seeking style, relaxation, and enjoyment all in one place. Step inside and discover a carefully curated selection of Texas-made products and unique vintage attire that exudes charm and character. Kick back and relax in our exclusive men's lounge and take advantage of our top-notch grooming services. Our team aims to create a perfect spot for camaraderie and relaxation. So, whether you're looking to elevate your wardrobe or want to indulge in a little pampering, Sabo Provisions is the place to be.
Third and 9 from the 47. And Ryan, this becomes a very big 3rd down for Sulphur Springs. Obviously, they did go ahead and use their first timeout, but I think both for the sake of let me get the call that I'm looking for and also let me stop the clock.
Yeah, I think the timeout call there is perfect. I mean, you've got a chance here because if you don't move the ball, if you're LE, you've got a punt. And obviously, 2 minutes is plenty of time for Sulphur Springs to go score, especially with 2 timeouts.
Nathan Andrews in pursuit. Able to shake him off. Coming back this way now. Laren Vaughn coming downhill quickly. The pass is off. And it is incomplete.
Almost a really great play by the Leopards.
It was almost. Yeah, it was Grayson Hardy does a great job there to get a hand on it.
And that was a bit of a double. Now, we do have a flag.
Yeah, there is a flag on the field. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Grayson Hardy does a great job knowing I'm not ever going to be able to make this interception, but I can jump up. I can tip it. Illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield.
Okay.
And that they're going to decline that. Yep. And that's kind of a double whammy. Obviously, I know that LE's trying to make a play, but with the incomplete pass, now Sulphur Springs doesn't have to take a timeout. So you've got 2 timeouts. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, 2:13.
2 minutes and 13 seconds. Now here, what did we learn on the first punt? If it's looking bad, if it's looking wobbly, we got to get off the field. Got to get away from it.
It's interesting. Earlier in the season, we saw a lot of 2 men back to return. Skylar Lewis, the only one to return right now. Just going to call for a fair catch at about the 21 or the 22. So the Wildcats will have 2 minutes and 6 seconds with a pair of timeouts
to
go 78 yards.
And I would say
Elevate Aesthetics in Sulphur Springs, a premier med spa for all your anti-aging treatments. We offer Botox, fillers, microneedling, IV hydration, B12, and skinny shots. And if you're struggling with weight, our compounded semaglutide weight loss program is proven to help you lose weight. Make the choice today for a more confident, vibrant you. Visit us at Elevate Aesthetics in Sulphur Springs or call us at 214-205-1333. Aging is inevitable, but looking good is a choice.
First and 10 from the 22, 2:06 left. Brady drop it back. Rolling out. He's got Wyatt Watson.
Get out of bounds.
Wyatt able to get out there. Now they're running the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that situation, unfortunately, if you're Watson, you do have to realize.
Little game managing there. Let's get out of bounds. But nice throw and catch. It's going to gain of about, well,
looks like
shorter than I thought. Just about
thought
one.
I would have thought he had gained a few, but
yeah. I think for the most part with 2 timeouts, you've got 1:30. You got to have a little sense of urgency, but as far as what you want to call, I think we can call any pass play we want to.
Yeah, now it does look like it may have changed the approach a little bit. They are taking their time here. Clock down to 1:25. Brady dropping back again. Looking for Skyler. He's got him. All the way up to the 42.
Now clock does stop. It should stop until they set the chains, but let's get that call in.
The Wildcats are going quick. Yeah, already back up to the line of scrimmage. Clock is now moving. Now at 1:10. Again, 2 timeouts remain for the Wildcats now that they're at the 42. Snaps off. Brady looking for Skyler again, and he's got him again. Up to the 30. And I think no timeout yet. Still going up to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops with 55.6.
I always worry in these situations. Like, obviously, I don't want to use the timeout because I'd love to save it, but my guys are tired.
Right. It's a long way to go.
We've moved the ball 50 yards in 2 snaps. We're tired.
Clock is now running again. 50 seconds. First and 10 from the 29. I bet Skyler's up past the 100-yard mark, or close to it already. Now Brady dropping back. Having to scramble. He's got Jackson Hare. And Jackson Hare is down at the 10.
Now you got to consider the timeout. I know they're tired on offense.
If you can go quickly.
There it is.
There's the timeout. 33.1 seconds left in the half.
Timeout, Wildcat.
Your organization's network and IT problems can come out of nowhere. Essential Business Solutions can solve your IT needs. Let Essential Business Solutions do the IT work for you. Managed IT services, disaster recovery and backup solutions, new hardware, and other IT services as needed. Set up a consultation today.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at Christus Mother Frances Hospital, Sulphur Springs, are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, taking orthopedic care a step further.
First and goal for the Wildcats. They'll have just the 1 timeout now.
That was a perfectly executed 2-minute drill right there.
Yeah.
I mean, very efficient. Brady, did a good job finding the open receiver. The open receiver did a good job of catching the ball and getting upfield, but not doing too much. I mean, we gotta either get on the ground, get out of bounds, and move the sticks and get up to the line.
First and goal. 33 seconds left in the half. Brady looking for Skyler
Lewis, stunting like his daddy on that one.
Stunting like his daddy, Skyler Lewis. And we're getting Lil Wayne references from Ryan.
Wow. No safety over top. I know where I'm going with the ball. Skyler Lewis.
Was that one-handed?
Throw it up and make him pay.
I'll stop it.
That's one-handed.
Holding number 5, Mitchell.
Bruh.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler. What a catch. So good. We got Ryan dropping Lil Wayne lyrics over here.
The kick is up and good.
And the kick is good.
25 seconds to play until halftime. Sulphur Springs 35, Liberty-Eylau
36-22 Wildcats. Ryan, real quick, while we got a second, I want to tell you about our friends at Gary's Pest Control. They help homeowners and business owners control bug and pest problems all throughout East Texas. They immediately assess and address current pest infestations and help you prevent them from happening again in the future. Give them a call today at 866-588-4279. Again, y'all don't go anywhere. We've got the A&S halftime show here in a second. Are you having problems finding comfort in your own space? Let A&S find a perfect solution for your heating and cooling needs. They've been providing affordable heating and AC repair for over 31 years. Give them a call today at 903-885-8072. 58 points scored in this first half. I'm still not over the Skylar Lewis one-hand, like, spinning grab.
They're all deep. Rodriguez kicking off.
Watching it again, why not? He literally is spinning.
He kind of stops midair, catches it, and says, okay, I'm going to spin the other way and just go score.
The kick fielded. Going to go out at around the 40. They'll have 25 seconds and just the one timeout. Are you running a play or are you just taking a knee? What are you doing?
Man, you might run.
You know, Sulphur Springs only has one timeout, so theoretically you could try to run like a big, deep pass
you
or
might
something.
run one and see what happens, and then after that, I don't know.
Because as long as you're not fumbling, you know, nothing that bad can happen if it's a deep pass. But there is 25 seconds left, so we'll see. Again, the Sulphur Springs, because we're on the road, the Sulphur Springs Band and the Blue Blazes will be going first. So we're immediately going to get out of the way and make sure that y'all get to see that halftime show brought to you again by A&S Air Conditioning. And then Ryan and I will be back to recap what we've seen in this first half. So they are going to take a knee, it looks like. And that will do it for the first half of action here in Liberty-Eylau. Your Sulphur Springs Wildcats lead 36-22.
Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated hometown air conditioning business. We have been serving the heating and cooling needs of Hopkins and surrounding counties for over 31 years. We work hard to provide award-winning customer service on every call, and our friendly service techs are available 24 hours a day. We offer the industry's highest-rated products, servicing all brands. Whether it's new or existing, residential or commercial, A&S Air Conditioning is here to serve you. Call us today at 903-885-8072 and let us help make your home or business comfortable and more efficient.
Coach Neal, shut that door.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur Springs High School proudly presents the award-winning Blue Blazes as they strike up the band. Sergeants for this year are Jocelyn Arenas, Peyton Ball, Gracie Johnson, Sarah Voss, Macy Williams, Lily Bankston, and Valeria Miro. Officers for the 2023 to 2024 line are Junior Lieutenants Trinity Martin, Sedona McCollum,
Senior Lieutenant Lily Glenn, Co-Captain Carter Charlton, and Captain Jackie Monroy. The Blazers want to send a special shout out to their Blaze of the Week, Allie Thompson, and their Spirit Girl of the Week, Kara Fagan. The Blazers thank their Spotlight Teacher of the Week, Mrs. Shannon Welch. The Blazers are under the direction of Meredith Dial and Assistant Director Shaylee Caldwell. The Blazers would like to thank their sponsors, Roper & White, The Sign Shop, Wyatt's Towing, Sulphur Springs Center for Dance, Bob Evans, Hopkins County Abstracts, Hodges Orthodontics, Coldwell Banker Watson Co., Ken Teton Air, Cornerstone Renovation, City National Bank, Bahina Construction, and Nottingham Dodge. Now, join the Blazers as they perform a festive skirt routine to El Cumbanchero. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Man, oh man, that Wildcat Band. The band is being led onto the field by drum majors Catherine Starzik, Jeremy Resendez, Lauren Menard, and Brody Emmert. The Wildcat Band would like to recognize this week's section of the week, the Color Guard. And this week's band members of the week are Keen Miller and Lindsay Hayes.
We already have somebody on the stage for a
Sulphur Springs High School 4A state finalist, Wildcat Band. and gentlemen, the Sulphur Springs High School Wildcat Band. Directors for the band are Spencer Emmert, Allison Martinez, Cody Brown, Zachary Griffin, Brittany Robinette, Steve Proctor, Connor Dawes, and Piper Cotton. Featured performers were Caroline Prickett, Levi Caton, Isaac Stanley, Cammie White, Kate Hurley, Micah Petty, Alexis Villarino, Brooks Bergen, and Cannon Gibson. Join the band tomorrow as they travel to Melissa for the first contest of the season. Performance time is 1:45. Let's go, Wildcat Band!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us during the A&S halftime show. Hopefully you enjoyed getting to see the Wildcat Band and the Blue Blazes and everything. We're going to hear some words from our sponsors real quick, but first I want to tell you about Easley's Liquid Fertilizer and Custom Pasture Spraying. They are a family-owned and operated business. They provide year-round custom agriculture spraying services of farms, ranches, and acreages. Owned by Rodney Easley, they are huge supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, including Trent Easley, who is one of the coaches for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. As an authorized dealer for Monty's plant and soil products, they can provide everything your crops and soil need. Their goal is to help farmers be more successful. Give Rodney a call at 214-837-2206. Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from some of our advertisers real quick, and then Ryan and I will be back to recap the first half.
A&S Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated hometown air conditioning business. We have been serving the heating and cooling needs of Hopkins and surrounding counties for over 31 years. We work hard to provide award-winning customer service on every call, and our friendly service techs are available 24 hours a day. We offer the industry's highest-rated products, servicing all brands. Whether it's new or existing, residential or commercial, A&S Air Conditioning is here to serve you. Call us today at 903-885-8072 and let us help make your home or business comfortable and more efficient.
Hey there, Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Pastor Joel Tiemeyer here from the Way Bible Church, and we are beyond excited to support you in all things this year. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in your personal lives, we are here cheering you on every step of the way. Also, we want to extend an invitation to each and every one of you to join us at the Way Bible Church on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m., also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way, we are all about experiencing life change. We have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join us at the Way Bible Church, and let's embark on this journey of transformation together. Let's go Wildcats!
Bell Concrete, your hometown concrete supplier, has been a part of Sulphur Springs for over 70 years. We are a locally owned, family-oriented small business. We are proud to support the communities we service. Our plants are located in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and very soon we will open a plant in Blue Ridge. For the best quality and customer service in Northeast Texas, give us a call today at 903-885-3126. We appreciate your support, and go Wildcats.
2020 COVID, so we both were sick in November. And after we tested negative for COVID, I still didn't feel well, and I had issues in my lungs, and I thought, there is just something wrong with me. I had 10% blood flow, and then I had to have a defibrillator pacemaker. I was just so shocked because I'd never been sick in my life. So I went to Amatus Healthcare, and so I started having nurses once a week. So they explained to me about my medications. I didn't even really understand my medications. And they're wonderful. And when you've never had a healthcare issue, or when you're getting older and you start having to take medications, doctors are wonderful, but they don't explain everything to you. And God is good, because I am now from 10% blood flow to 60%. My life now is wonderful. I'm back to normal. I love to work in my yard. I've done all my flower beds. We've been at the club now for 5 years, and if the sun doesn't kill it, I can grow it. And I have so much fun in my yard. I've got my dog, my family, my husband, my kids, and my life really is back to where it was before. Anyone I would recommend them to, I promise. You know I don't recommend unless I really mean it.
I'm Josh Boatman, your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of my own, I understand the importance of protecting the ones that matter the most. I understand that no two families need the same covers. That's why I will make sure to customize plans to fit your specific needs from auto, home, farm and ranch, commercial, and especially life insurance. Don't just take it from me, but from one of my clients who has stated, it has been the easiest insurance buying experience I've ever had. Life insurance is one of the most important coverages that you have to protect your family. If you can protect your home and auto, why not yourself for your family?
Welcome to Muddy Jake's, your home for delicious food and the best sports entertainment. We have something for everyone, from live bands on Saturdays, kids eat free Tuesdays, wing Wednesdays, and happy hour all day on Thursdays. Come for lunch, dinner, or late night snacks. Our freshly cooked meals will make you feel right at home. Whether you're looking for a hearty burger, some tasty wings, or just a cold drink, we've got it all. With a lively atmosphere, friendly service, and great prices, Muddy Jake's is the perfect place to watch the Sulphur Springs Wildcat game every Friday night. Muddy Jake's, where the food is always hot and the fun never stops.
At D&B Loans, we make the loan process easy. Our competitive rates and quick application process make us one of the largest in the industry. With over 30 years in the business, our team of loan experts will work with you to find the loan that fits your needs. We also offer the best furniture and appliances around with great financing and free local delivery. With low-rate loans and high-quality furniture, we offer a wide selection of styles and designs, plus TVs, mattresses, and much more. Just visit our showroom or give us a call. D&B Loan is your local loan specialist. When you need cash, trust a hometown business.
Whether it's in the clinic, in the water, or in the comforts of your home, East Texas Physical Therapy can provide you with an individualized treatment plan to meet all your rehab needs. Whether it's physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy, our experienced staff understands the importance of personalized care and will work with you to set and reach your goals. In business for over 12 years, we're committed to helping you get back to living life to the fullest. Call us today to get started on your journey to healthier living. Your original hometown clinic, East Texas Physical Therapy. Treatment you need, care you deserve.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us during the A&S halftime show. About a little under 6 minutes before we return to action this one, your Wildcats lead 36-22. Ryan, what do you think about what we saw in the first half?
Oh, I think for the most part, a lot of good stuff. I think offensively we were, rather efficient. I felt like a lot of big chunk plays. I thought the 2-minute drive at the end of the half was big time. That's going into the half and then knowing you're going to start the second half with the ball. That's a really big possession. Defensively, we've done fine. Yeah. I think the two special teams mishaps have kept LE in this one. I think it's making it seem like it's closer than it really is. But obviously you got a defensive touchdown to start out the game for the Wildcats, and so I feel good about the second half.
Yeah, I do as well. There's a couple of players who are probably already in the running for the player of the game, and we'll talk about those in a second. But got to remind everyone, the player of the game is brought to you by the Way Bible Church. They want to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m., also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way, they are all about experiencing life change. They have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join them at the Way Bible Church to embark on a journey of transformation together. Obviously, Skylar Lewis has been huge. He's had a couple really big catches and a touchdown, a one-handed spinning touchdown, and then Wyatt Watson with 2 touchdowns already. And, of course, Brady Driver, the one throwing it to them each time. Where are you at on the player of the game race right now?
Man, I think Ty Bobby needs to be in the discussion. Yeah. Obviously had a defensive touchdown. That's very rare. But Tyler, man, I would say probably Skylar Lewis is what we're looking at.
Let's look at his touchdown catch again. What a play. This was first and goal, I believe.
Yeah, Brady knows immediately this is where I'm going with the ball.
Mm-hmm. Just a one-handed grab and then able to get into the end zone.
That's almost like you got mossed worthy.
It was.
But yeah, the man-to-man coverage, putting him on an island. I don't know that that's the strategy on defense that I would go for against Skylar Lewis. But
we do see it pretty often, it feels like, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so far your Wildcats lead 36-22. Before we get back to action, just about 3.5 minutes here, I want to tell you about Alliance Bank. Here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs. Give them a call today at 903-885-2187. Ryan, I think we would be remiss to bring up the fact, like you said, Ty Bobby gets the defensive touchdown to start the game, but then the Wildcats were down, what was it, 14-7 or 13-7?
Yep.
Not long after.
I think Sulphur Springs has done a good job of, they'll take a punch and then they'll throw one right back. And a lot of times, Sulphur Springs, they throw multiple punches. I think at the end of that half, Sulphur Springs did a great job of delivering 2-3 really big blows to the Leopards.
Now, I believe Sulphur Springs will get the ball to start the second half. You're up by a couple touchdowns here, 36-22. Kind of what's the halftime speech, or what's the halftime feel?
Keep it on them. Keep the same energy. We don't want this to be a questionable night, and what I mean by that is after tonight we don't want to be wondering,
right,
should we have done that, or do we need to look at this, or let's be really sure what we're doing. Let's continue to move the ball down the field. Let's play solid defense. Let's clean it up on special teams a little bit. But again, I talked about it in the pregame. Tonight is all about how do we feel 14 nights from now? In 2 weeks from tonight, first district ball game, what do we feel like?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, we've got the bye next week, and then you do start district play. I think this opening drive to start the second half is a huge one for the Wildcats, because if they do score, you are now up 3 scores against a team who has relied a lot on running and chunk plays.
Yeah, and I'm not to take away from LE tonight at all.
No, they've been great.
But you've had some really, really big plays that
had a kick return for a touchdown.
Kick return, had the fumble recovery on the botched punt. And so it's definitely some weird stuff. And I think this game is closer score-wise than maybe it actually is. But LE is doing a good job tonight.
We need to mention, saw a touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell tonight.
Yes, the first, I would say the first trick play of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like his older brother there. He was kind of the gadget guy. And I want to say that I did tease it earlier in the year.
I believe you have, yeah.
I was like, what did I say? Over/under. I think I said over/under 1.5 touchdowns thrown by Caden Mitchell.
What's funny is you also asked that exact same question last year about older brother Matt Mitchell.
Was it 1.5?
I think it was. Or it was half. It was either half or 1.5.
He definitely threw for over.
Yeah.
I think he had 2 last year.
I think he did.
And so Caden is we need another one in district.
Yeah, and of course Caden finished the season out last year as QB1 filling in for Brady and in the playoff game as well. Looks like we're getting ready to, well, I say that. Obviously, the band's still on the field, but starting to see the teams getting ready.
What's the line here for
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Wyatt Watson across the 50 first.
Oh, it's minus 1,000. Yeah, that's happening.
I would say that's about as surest thing as you're going to get.
Now, the clock has officially ran out at halftime, but of course, the later into the season you go.
Oh, the bands don't care.
Yeah,
they're
going to play. I mean, they got to get their work.
We're going to do our thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all don't worry about us. We're done when we tell you we're done.
Tyler, how do you feel about the Cowboys this weekend?
Playing the Cardinals. Got to feel good about that. You're
12.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Hate we lost Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we got to talk about that.
Massive blow there. But I think the Cowboys are fine, and
It was Micah Parsons.
That'd be different.
I'm not even going to talk about that, but...
Of course, if you want to hear us recap that game on Wednesday, or I guess this week, I believe we're moving to Thursday night, because we will be live at Muddy Jake's.
I mean,
that'll be real fun.
A sharp picture of 3 good-looking guys right there. Come on.
Y'all tune in.
I feel pretty safe in saying that I guarantee a victory from the Cowboys this weekend. Mortal lock.
Are you putting them in your survivor pool? Then now's a good week, I feel like.
Well, so...
But, of course, you want to save the better teams for later in the season.
I'm actually going to go Jacksonville over Houston.
That's,
Simply because I want to save Dallas for when I might need them.
Yeah, a lot of the time picking whoever's playing against the Texans or the Cardinals. And the Jags are a good one. The Jags are a good team.
Yeah, because they're streaky enough that you never know when you're going to have to pick them.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the time has run out, but
it's been a weird NFL season so far. There's some good teams that are 0-2. I say they're good teams. I guess preseason, I thought they were good teams, but the Bengals, the Vikings,
Bengals,
the Chargers, all these teams that are 0-2, and then you've got teams that are, Tampa Bay and who's another? There's Washington. They're 2-0. So just NFL, man, it changes so much year to year.
Dude, I think it's funny the later into the season we get, obviously the bands play longer. You have a very anxious Coach Faircloth just pacing the sidelines like, okay,
he's already got the first 5 plays called in his head.
Yeah, he's ready to roll. You got see Principal Mohan down there as well.
He's thinking, okay, one-hander to Skyler right out of the gates. That's the first play we're going to run.
Yeah, the guys are ready to go. We got them down here at the tunnel ready to go. Cheerleaders ready to cheer them out of the tunnel.
I feel very Stanford Cal-ish right now.
I know.
With little bands on the field action.
I thought the same thing.
You know?
By the way, for anyone wondering, obviously we keep mentioning next week is the bye week, but we will still be live here on Chad's Media for the Sulphur Springs Lady Cats home district opener. Obviously had their district opener tonight, but Friday night they'll be playing
Who do we have next
Paris.
week? Paris? Okay,
Yes.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. Y'all can join us right here, Front Porch News and Chad's Media.
The opening duet was performed by
Sounds like we're getting ready to roll, Ryan.
followed by Michael White on clarinet.
Any final predictions? Obviously, our official predictions, you had 31-17.
Oh, those are out the window, buddy.
I had 35-21. Yeah, both of those are out the window.
I'm predicting a Sulphur Springs win.
Both teams have outscored what we predicted for the night.
I'm predicting a little less fireworks.
Yeah.
I thought the first half was a little weird in some spots. I'm also predicting a much faster second half.
You would think.
Yeah, it was a slow second half. Not that I'm complaining.
Well, it's already 9:20.
Yeah, I love spending my Friday nights with you guys, but definitely a slow first half.
All right, Ryan, let's see. Here come the Wildcats, and Wyatt Watson wasting no time getting out to a fast lead. Thank you so much for everyone who hung out with us during the A&S halftime show. We got 24 minutes of football left in this one. Again, it'll be Liberty-Eylau kicking to Sulphur Springs to open this second half.
And if I'm Coach Faircloth and the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, the very first thing I'm telling my boys is watch the onside kick. Liberty-Eylau down 14.
Yeah.
They gave away their first possession, and so this would be a moment right out of the locker room. Let's go get a possession back.
That's a good point.
So onside kick to open up the second half, I don't think is a bad move if you're the Leopards.
That's a good point. We're about to find out. Before we do, I want to give a big shout out to the good people at Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs. They offer a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years.
Tyler, another Rangers update for you. We've had a lot of fireworks since we last talked about it, but the Rangers are up 8-4, headed to the top of the 8th inning.
8-4.
So definitely coming down to it.
I like that. I like the
not a big enough lead, I'll
It's
tell you
not.
that.
Well, to put it into perspective, I believe they were up 8-0, right? And
that's
now
correct.
they've allowed 4 already. So
I'm no math whiz, but
that is the same amount of runs that you're now up by.
Yep,
so
yep.
We'll see.
Sounds like something that we would give up.
It does. If you're a Ranger fan, you
and the Stros are losing. It's a big.
So I got to point out, Section 133, that is now the big, rally section or whatever. We actually sat close to that recently.
Okay.
I got to go to a game with Grace McClure, Coach Sip, Coach Manning, a lot of the Boo Wilkerson.
Okay.
So a lot of Sulphur Springs people.
Okay.
And we were either in 133 or right next to it.
Okay.
I believe we were in 133 because they brought us these rally towels and stuff.
Well,
so.
that's fun.
Was fun, but things have only gone poorly since we introduced the Section 133, so I don't know. I am very superstitious, so I'm super superstitious, you could say. Anyway, we're finally ready for the second half of action here at Liberty-Eylau. Wildcats up 36-22 with a chance to make it a 3-score game. Jackson Hare going to be the returner this time. And I will say, obviously, didn't quite work out that time, but he does such a good job of waiting for something to open up. It's going to be about the same as a touchback, starting at around the 25.
He's taking down number 9, Carlos Ford. The Wildcats set up first and 10 out there on 26-yard line.
I think this is a big drive, Tyler. You said that, if you start with the ball here, you go get 7, you're up 21 points, 3 scores, whatever you want to call it. That's a tough position to be in for LE. I mean, that's certainly not getting your first possession in the second half down 21 is not really where you want to be.
Yeah, Wildcats looking to pick up a third consecutive victory. And
I'll give you a prediction. I don't know officially where we're at on the Rose Luke 100-yard tracker, but I bet he gets it this drive.
Ooh, you think so? He might get it on this play, Ryan.
That's gonna
Rose
be,
Luke,
oh, baby,
still going all the way up to the 40, and I would bet that does it for him.
I'm on fire tonight, Tyler.
You are.
The old announcer's curse is getting it. I don't know where we're at, but that is definitely well over 100 yards. Back-to-back games for Rose Luke.
I think that's going to do it for him, and like you said, had 100 yards last week as well. So Rose Luke has been a beast. Again, came into the night averaging 5.5 per, and it's only gotten better.
He does really well when he gets to that second level. When he's even with the linebackers, he's always leaving. I mean, he's got a nice little second gear.
They go back to him again on this first down.
Luke on the carry.
Now the ball is out.
They're
but they are
marking
marking it down. Yeah.
Yep.
Now we do have a player on the field, so after this replay, I think we're going to step away for a second.
Injury timeout on the field.
My name is Bill Holden, and along with my business partner, Tommy Anderson, we own BT Medical in Sulphur Springs. In our store, you can find lift chairs, hospital beds, and wheelchairs, along with many other necessary medical equipment. We even have a respiratory therapist with a staff willing to help you with your CPAP, so you can get that healthy rest your body needs. If you can't leave the house, we offer convenient delivery and 24-hour on-call services. From all of us at BT Medical, thank you for shopping with us, and please keep your business local at 201 Linda Drive in Sulphur Springs. Remember the name, BT Medical, supplying equipment with care.
2020 COVID, so we both were sick in November. And after we tested negative for COVID, I still didn't feel well, and I had issues in my lungs, and I thought, what? There is just something wrong with me. So I had 10% blood flow, and then I had to have a defibrillator pacemaker. Well, I was just so shocked because I'd never been sick in my life. So I went to Amatus Healthcare, and so I started having nurses once a week. So they explained to me about my medications. I didn't even really understand my medications. And they're wonderful. And when you've never had a healthcare issue, or when you're getting older and you start having to take medications, doctors are wonderful, but they don't explain everything to you. And God is good, because I am now from 10% blood flow to 60%. My life now is wonderful. I'm back.
So 2nd and 8 from the 38. Luckily, Rose Luke is up and off the field on his own accord, so that's always good. Brady, quick pass. That one incomplete. So bring up 3rd and 8.
Pass ball's incomplete. He's in the receiver's number 9, Watson.
Brady getting a new towel. I hadn't considered that, but
I don't. It's not raining, is it?
I
can't tell, but he did kind of go the Ezekiel Elliott at New England, bath towel in the pants.
I like the reference.
I know that's a very obscure reference, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
3rd and 8 from the 38.
Let him play. Let him play. Yep. Golly.
They did blow that one dead.
I mean, I don't understand that. The offense is running. They don't even have a play ready. They are running. You know, when I was in high school, it was or college, it was neon, and when we called neon, it was, hey, let's snap it and let's try to get them to jump off, and then if they do, we chunk it up deep. Yeah.
Obviously, Chris Adams, number 14, was ready for the neon, but
yeah, I don't. Obviously, you know, great for the 5 yards, but Sulphur Springs would rather have the. Let's try to get a chunk play out of this.
So both for me and the viewer at home, can you explain why you wouldn't let that play out? Or
I mean, typically, you know, they will blow it dead if, let's say, a linebacker or a defensive end blows through. They blow through the line. He's got a free shot on the quarterback. He's just going to absolutely blow him up. They blow the whistle. That's a great call. But there, you've got you've got 5 guys that are jumping on and jumping off, and they're not even. There's no effort towards the quarterback. So you got to let that play out.
That does make it 3rd and 3. Brady keep it himself, and Ryan, he's going to be a bit short. It'll be 4th and 1.
You don't see that play not convert often, but I bet you they reload and run that one again.
Dial that one up again, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brady Bulls package is something we see in this scenario a lot. 4th and 1 from the 33, so can't hardly, that'd be a 50-yard field goal. It's a big ask. So it does look like they're going to run that same play. They do. Brady's got it this time.
That'll get it.
That'll do it. So that gives them a new set of downs at the 26, 27.
That's the Leopard 27-yard line.
Good drive so far to open the half for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and you've taken, there's already only 9 minutes left in this third, so.
Brady dropping back. Going to take off and run. Making his way to the outside. Great job from Brady
that was
pick
a
up.
10-yard run, lateral, and then
about 7.
About 7 vertical.
Which to have gotten 7-8 yards out of that, that's huge. Very much thought was maybe going to get brought down even behind the line of scrimmage possibly. So a gain of 8, solid. 9:03 left here in the third. Brady gives to Cam Jefferson. Cam still up. And once again, the Wildcats will be in the Bell Concrete red zone.
Huge spot here to finish this drive.
Taken down by Hadaway and Park.
You ask me, coming out of the second half, what is Coach Faircloth? What is he looking for out of the Wildcats? And that's just pedal to the metal. Keep putting it on them.
Mm-hmm.
We're up 14. That's not enough. Let's get this thing to 3 scores, and we're going to be feeling good after that.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from about the 12. Again, Brady, it was offsides.
The thing is, and maybe we can't see it, if the defensive line is making contact with any of the offensive linemen,
Right.
the play's dead. But to me, that doesn't look like the case there. I think they need to let that go on. They're calling a false start on that one. Okay.
And obviously that does blow it dead. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 12.
Faircloth is not happy about that one. I didn't personally see it that way. Now, sometimes, and it's hard for the naked eye to see up here, if we get a flinch with the hand that's on the actual football, that's going to be considered a false start. But
it seems like we're having further discussion.
it was 1st down. We had the ball marked. It's 5 yards from that. Pretty simple.
Yeah, that would make it 1st and 15.
They're just doing this best to really lengthen out this game as much as possible.
It's like we're supposed to be out of here by 10:45. We need to slow down.
Tyler, Rangers update for you. We are headed to the bottom of the 8th. The Rangers are still up 8-4.
Still 8-4, nice.
Astros have cut into the Royals' lead. It is 7-5, bottom of the 8th.
Ooh.
Astros are the home team.
Now they're calling offsides, Ryan.
Okay.
So it'll now be 1st and 5 from the 7. Big difference in 1st and 5 from the 7 than 1st and 15 from the 17. You'll take that. Brady does a good job of just getting on that ball.
Play recovered by a driver.
Lots going on here.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of moving parts. Brady kind of getting ahead of himself there. Got to catch that snap first.
Now that brings it back to about the original line of scrimmage. Going to be about 2nd and 10 now.
I'll tell you what, catching the snap is not that's something that you don't realize, but it's a lot harder than
I believe
because he's processing a lot of things and he's not really thinking about I got to catch this snap. So you can't just stick anybody back
If you don't
there.
believe him, just ask Justin Fields. He'll tell you there's a lot going on.
That's a cheap shot.
2nd and 10. The ball's on the ground again. Not sure who came up with that one, but Wildcat ball. I got to point out, Brady traded out the towels.
We've got a wet ball.
Yeah.
Throw to the sideline. Ball boy's kind of getting yelled at a little bit. I'm not sure. I did not personally see it rain, and maybe it's just it's a humidity deal.
Maybe. About 3rd and 13 now. Brady dropping back. Looking towards Jackson Hare. Incomplete, no
A
flags.
little bit of contact, but I didn't see enough to call the pass interference. I would think we're going to bring on the field goal unit here.
Yeah, that does seem to be what they're doing from the, 15 we'll call that? So it'd be 32-yard field goal.
That was good quick math.
Thank you. I'm getting better.
Rodriguez in for the extra point.
Instead of trying to do the math to 17, I'm just doing 20 minus 3. That's quick. I can do that. Got to point out Caden Mitchell, the holder now.
Good snap, good hold, and
no good.
Just a bit left.
Just a bit left. So with 7:09 in the third, it'll stay 36-22. Ron, I got to tell you, man, Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is hiring home building team members. Home building team members starting pay is $20 an hour with opportunities to grow. They provide excellent benefits, including paid time off and volunteer time to support causes that you care about. Join their team and build your career with Clayton. If you're interested in applying today, call 903-439-0242. So Liberty-Eylau going to take over at the 20. It is a give on first down. Wildcat defense does a good job of just bringing him down.
He's taking down my number 50.
It's about 2nd and 6.
So Tyler, if you're Liberty-Eylau, that's the exact, it took a little time off, but as far as getting a stop and not giving up any points, that's exactly what you had to do in this second half to get rolling.
Yeah, and still 19 minutes to work with. Ball is out. Quarterback does a good job at picking it up. Gets the pass
Tyler,
off.
that is
incomplete.
dangerous, buddy.
Braxton Wall already had one forced fumble. He was close to also having a pick.
That was a player of the game.
Yeah.
If he catches that with 2 turnovers, that would be tough to beat.
Yeah, if you had a forced fumble and an interception, great job of getting up, getting a hand on it.
We're having a lot of exchange issues.
There is. I wonder if maybe the turf is just still wet.
It's a humidity and a rain. I don't know. I was a very sweaty. I always had. I cannot throw a wet ball. My hand would get wet. So I always had a dry towel.
They go back to the speed option on third and medium. Able to cut that to about 4th and 3. Maybe 4th and 4. And, of course, from just a 26, it's a tough spot to be in. It looks like they are got the punt team out there anyway.
Deep for Sulphur Springs, number 6.
5:55 left in the third.
We'll see where this punt goes, but this is definitely in a spot where Skylar would love a return.
I wonder if a hand maybe got on that.
Get away from that one. Oh, get away from that one. There we go.
Yeah, and they're going to spot that at the 33.
Welcome to our family-owned hardware store since 1994. Here at Hooten's Hardware, we offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your home, business, and outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square foot of materials in stock, we're sure to have everything you need for any job. We only carry the highest quality products because your satisfaction is our top priority. Our staff is knowledgeable and experienced and happy to assist you in finding the right materials for your next project. So stop in and experience the Hooten's Hardware difference today. And remember, we're more than just nuts and bolts.
5:39 left in the third. Wildcats taking over at the 33. Cam Jefferson in the backfield. Brady's got 3 to his left. He does give to Jefferson.
Jefferson on the carry.
Gain of a few.
Taken down by number 13, Hathaway. and number 6, London.
So both London and Johnson play both ways for Liberty-Eylau. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Brady gives to Jefferson again. Big run for Cam Jefferson. Still going up past the 45.
He just needs a little bit of space to get going.
Yeah, he's a tough runner.
6, London, 15, Parks, 14, Weatherall. Results of that play is a Sulphur Springs.
Brings that one up to the 42.
42-yard line.
That'll be Lewis, Hare, and Jack, and Wyatt Watson to the left. Another give to Jefferson, 3 in a row, and another great game.
I mean, the defense late in the game, you've heard me talk about this, and I think it's why guys like, Derrick Henry and bigger backs, the defense doesn't want to tackle that late in the game. They've already been really physical tonight. They've already played, almost 3/4 of football. Cam Jefferson is running hard.
He is.
And you just don't want to tackle that late in the night.
Now, the one difficult thing is obviously no Malachi Rowland tonight and no more Rose Luke, so he is, you have this great trio of backs, and he is the one back at this point. Wyatt Watson in motion. Brady dropping back. Looking for Hare on the sideline, but incomplete. But it'll be about 3rd and 1. I like that on 2nd and 1.
Oh, I love the shot on 2nd and 1. You in this position, only up 2 scores. It's 4-down territory anyway, so take the shot.
And especially when you're as good as you are at the short yardage. Be 3rd and 1. 3:40 left here in the 3rd quarter, so the clock is rolling quickly. Cam Jefferson to the outside. Still going. Up inside the 20. Finally brought down inside the 10, maybe even inside the 5. No, I think they're marking him down closer to the 11. Still great run from Jefferson there.
I mean, he looks like high school Derrick Henry. He even got the dread pull there. But he just runs violent. I mean, he's looking for contact. Does he have a touchdown this year?
No, he does not.
We need a Cam Jefferson touchdown. He's been the workhorse on this drive.
Yeah, would love to see, after all the work he's done getting you all the way here, would love to see him get to reap the benefits of it. Gives it to him again. Just not much room to work with finally. Just going to go down.
If anything, though, Liberty-Eylau's only had 3 plays on offense, and there's 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
That is true.
So you cannot, more or less, you cannot score if you don't have the ball. So Sulphur Springs is doing a good job here, but they are looking for points.
Still be 2nd and 10 from the 11. 3:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. Grayson Reams out in the slot this time. Now Jefferson going to be in motion. Brady does recover the snap, and he is going to take off and run. And it is a good run. Especially with the play starting with a drop snap. He's going to cut it to about 3rd and 2 or 3. 3rd and 3, we'll call it. So if you are deciding to go Brady's Bulls, you have 2 chances at it, and you need 3 yards, 4 for a touchdown. And we're going to get our first time out of the half. 2:40 left in the 3rd.
Hi, I'm Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. I'm also the proud mother of 2 boys and an officer in Mother's Culture Club. I understand the importance of a safe and supportive community for your family. That's why I'm passionate about helping people find their perfect home. When you work with me, you get more than just a realtor. You get a trusted partner who is active in the community and cares about you and your family's future. So if you're looking for a realtor who is passionate about helping you find the perfect home, make sure to give me a call. I look forward to helping you.
3rd and 3 from the 4. Ryan, whether it's routine maintenance, pool repairs, or equipment installation, Wary Pools has you covered. They take care of the hard work so you can dive in and have fun. Call them today because when it comes to your pool, only the best will do. Again, Wildcats will have a 3rd and 3 from the 4 with about 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Got a 36-22 lead. Shout out to Trinity Jefferson over there. Trinity, a big part of the Lady Cats volleyball team we were talking about earlier. Brady keeping himself to the outside. Does he get it?
Touchdown.
Yes, he does. A 4-yard rushing touchdown from Brady. And I believe he is once again tied with rushing and passing touchdowns. Or no. He's got 3 passing touchdowns, right? 5 total touchdowns tonight for Brady.
No. Is that right?
I think so.
We threw a trick play touchdown.
And the defensive one. Wyatt's got 2, and Skylar's got 1. And I believe he had a rushing touchdown earlier.
Yeah, but Caden Mitchell threw one of the Wyatt
touchdowns. Yeah. You're right. So 4 total touchdowns. Kick is up and good. 43-22. Now the Wildcats lead with 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Erin Neal is the principal agent and owner of Hanby Insurance in Rockwall. Erin began her career back in 1999 and was born and raised in the Dallas area. If you're in the Rockwall or Dallas area, give her a call at 972-285-0381 to see how she can help you today. Now we have a lot of viewers in the Dallas and Rockwall area, so y'all be sure to give her a call. So back to a 21-point lead for the Wildcats. With 2:34 left to go in the third. And again, we talked about it earlier, but already seen 1 kick return touchdown from Liberty-Eylau tonight, so probably avoiding the big kick, but you know, that's something they had avoided earlier in the night. A lot of pooch kicks to get started, but
Pitts and Weather on deep for the Leopards. Rodriguez set to kick.
that one fielded right in front of the 20. And brought down
Good
at the 35. Man, it
got late in that third quarter quickly. So I feel like LE down 21. I mean, I'm not saying it's over if you don't go score, but it definitely at some point it's just going to be too big of a lead to overcome.
And Ryan, the Texas Rangers get out of it with a win.
We've been sweating it out up here.
They were up 8-5, but the bases were loaded. Rangers do get out of it with a win, though. And Liberty-Eylau going to start this drive at the 35 with 2:24 left to go. Rolling out. Pass is complete. And Ryan, I think he's going to get the first down.
That was a great play. Normally, a quarterback throwing over the middle across his body is not what you want to see, but Liberty-Eylau player makes a nice catch and then stays up and is able to move the sticks.
Yeah, so they get it up to the 45. 46, rather. 2:05 left here in the third quarter.
I would, if I'm Liberty-Eylau, I'm treating this as do or die. If we don't score here, it's over. If we do, we're still very much in this
I think
thing.
everything becomes four-down territory.
That's how I'm treating this as I'm calling plays.
Yeah, because even if you do turn the ball over on downs, that's a risk you just kind of have to take at this point.
I think so. This quarter is nearly over, and the way Sulphur Springs is moving the ball on offense, I think you don't have a choice.
Quarterback keeping it himself,
big hit.
but brought down right at the line. Day Hall came up with the ball somehow, but
I think he's down, but big play by Day Hall. Quarterback keeper
think we're getting another
Boom.
timeout. Oh, we've got a player on the field is what it is. Yeah, player on the field, 1:23 left in the third.
At Cody Drug, we believe in providing exceptional customer care and convenience. We do this by offering unique and comprehensive services unlike big chain pharmacies. With our MedSync program, our customers can schedule a day to pick up all their medications at one time. We also offer vaccines and B12 shots to keep you healthy and protected. Take advantage of our fast and reliable delivery service straight to your front door. We're a team that is focused on helping our neighbors and adding value to this community. Make an easy transfer to Cody Drug today. At Cody Drug, we're committed to earning your trust.
1:23 left in the third. 2nd and 10 from the 46. We'll say for the most part, Eylau still just kind of running their offense the way they have been.
And I'm not even saying that they've got to change what they've been doing. What they've been doing is fine. I'm more so like what you brought up. If it's 4th down and manageable, we got to go for it.
Rolling out. Looking deep. He's got his man. It's complete. All the way up to the 30. Finally going to go down at about the 28. Big play for
That's
the
a
Leopards.
big-time play. I will say, I want to give LE great credit. We kind of talked about how they weren't going to be able to throw the ball. They wouldn't even try to throw the ball, and they're throwing the ball really well tonight. I mean, that's a really big chunk play, and it's not the first time. And on a drive that we're basically saying is do or die, that's huge.
Down into the final minute of the fourth quarter, or of the third quarter, rather. It is a give on first down. Day Hall going to bring him down.
11 Johnson on the carry.
Day Hall did a great job there, just saying, nope, you're coming with me.
He's taking down on number 75 Hall.
So the clock has stopped with 35.2 left here in the third.
Tyler, and the Royals-Astros game just went final, so your Texas Rangers are in sole possession of first place in the American League West, which is not a sentence 2-3 a month ago that we would have thought would have been possible.
Yeah, and before the season started, if I'd have told you on September 22nd.
Right, we would have taken it.
Yeah.
We would have taken it.
Eylau does have to run one more play in this quarter. They get the snap off, dropping back, looking deep to the end zone. Right, he's got it. 28-yard touchdown pass.
Don't tuck in the kids just yet, Tyler. This one is not over. That's a big play.
It is.
That's a big play.
Don't tuck in the kids just yet. I like that. That's a good call.
That was a freebie. Does seem like Liberty-Eylau has completely abandoned the kicking game.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I commend them. Don't, if it ain't working tonight, we're not even going to try.
Currently down 15, so this is a pretty big one.
Yeah. It's 2 possessions
It's
nonetheless,
2 possessions
though.
either way,
and if
though,
I'm going to go for it on for 2 every time, it doesn't matter as much. Not getting that one.
Yeah, they do just give to London, and the Wildcats are able to wrap them up, bring them down. So it will stay at a 15-point game, 43-28. There'll be 11 seconds left in the third, so we'll have to see a kickoff and then one more play from the Wildcats, but then we'll move into the fourth quarter of this one.
Serving quality food has always been a top priority. Because chicken is at the center of our menu, we serve only real breast meat without fillers, artificial preservatives, or steroids. In our kitchens, we focus on high-quality, freshly prepared ingredients to serve our customers the best we have to offer. Whether you're eating in or grabbing to go, we guarantee that signature Chick-fil-A service every time. Because it is our pleasure to give you the best experience possible. Call us today or order catering online for a Wildcat football watch party from your Sulphur Springs Chick-fil-A.
Still 11.7 seconds left in the third. Wildcats do have another player on the field. But he is now up. And
definitely hope he's okay. I feel like, man, not what you want to see tonight as far as injuries before.
Yeah, unfortunately that is
before district,
a
but
couple big ones, but
obviously hoping those guys are okay.
Yeah, the primary focus in this one now becomes let's get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, you want to win.
Let's get out of them.
Yeah, definitely want to win, but it's like, you want to win every game.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, luckily,
they
you do
really start counting in 2 weeks.
Luckily, you do have the bye week before opening district play. Again, next Friday night, no football game, but we will be live here on Front Porch News and Chad's Media for the Sulphur Springs Lady Cat home district opener. Had the district opener tonight against Liberty-Eylau. I was trying to get score updates on that one. I couldn't find anything yet on Max Preps, but hoping for a Lady Cat win to open district play. Should be a great year for the Lady Cats. I mean, has been a solid year so far. Going into district play, but like to see another playoff run out of them. Fielded by Hare at the 15. Brought down at the 31. So we'll have to see one more play in this third quarter.
He's taking down number 7, W.T. Jones.
Liberty-Eylau band's getting it over here, man. Might be camo night over here. A lot of students wearing camo. Starting the drive from the 31. You give to Jefferson. Another big run from Jefferson. He's still going up close to the 50.
He's got to be close to 100 yards as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rose Luke had probably exceeded 100 yards, and Cam Jefferson not far behind him.
That's a big run because obviously Sulphur Springs is up 14, but I felt like Liberty-Eylau had a little more of the juice. Obviously the big play, big completion, big touchdown, but Cam Jefferson says, well, hold on now. Hold on. Looks like we're going to the fourth.
We're going to the fourth. Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at the 48. Again, they currently lead 43-28. Well, we got a quick second. I want to tell you about J. Hodge Chevrolet. They have the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. Their knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. J. Hodge Chevrolet are even such big supporters of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats that they're located on Wildcat Way. Find new roads at J. Hodge Chevrolet, and remember, don't overpay. Go CJ. 12 minutes left in this one. And if you could continue this drive out and get some more points on the board, again, you don't ever want to say anything, but you could get pretty close to putting it away, I feel like.
Tyler, I want to give a big shout out to Jason Evans tonight. He's kind of been he's my referee,
nice.
Kind of my checks and balance guy. Make sure I'm. He's a referee himself. He knows the rules. Make sure I'm calling it right. But he did just send in a Sulphur Springs volleyball update. The Lady Cats pick up the 3-0 win against LE tonight. So
and another
1-0 in district.
Another huge run from Cam Jefferson. And there you go. Lady Cats opening up district play 1-0, winning in straight sets.
Tyler, Cam Jefferson, and I don't know if you're a fan of Good Morning Football or not, but he looks like every time he gets the ball in his hands, he looks like he could be a candidate for angry runs.
And the Wildcats go very quickly that time.
It's funny, tonight we're stationed by, we do have a flag.
Yes, there is a flag on the field.
That's going to be on LE, some type of unsportsmanlike something. What I was going to say, though, is it seems like what's fun tonight, we're stationed right next to the booth coaches for Sulphur Springs, and their reactions on certain plays are fun to watch and listen to.
There are times I was like, I wonder if Mike can hear them.
Maybe sometimes that would be the best, but that's okay.
So is it 1st and 5?
Yeah, it couldn't have been unsportsmanlike. I didn't see the signal, but 1st and 5 nonetheless.
1st and 5 from the 36. 11:26 left. Skylar and Wyatt Watson to the left. what would have been a play action will be blown dead. False start. So right back to 1st and 10.
False start against the Wildcats.
Ryan, this is beginning to make for a long night. Already 10 o'clock.
Yep. Got a long drive home.
Still got 11:21 left to play.
Yep. Wish Chick-fil-A was open.
Yeah. Or if they could just bring us a spicy wrap.
That
up
wasn't
to the,
that
the
wasn't a
booth, it'd
paid
be
ad
nice.
read either. That sounds great. that was just
Ryan speaking from the heart.
A real Ryan moment right there.
11-11 left in this one. Another give to Jefferson on first
Yeah,
down. Jefferson to the outside.
Ooh, Tyler. Goodness. Give that man the scepter.
Yeah, he's got to be at the.
I mean, right
the
there,
100-yard mark.
he's just a heat-seeking missile. Who can I run into? Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And once again in the Bell Concrete red zone.
Looked like the principal was getting pretty hyped there. You see him in that replay.
Love Principal Mohan.
Keep feeding that man.
And they will, but there is a flag on the play.
Jefferson on the carry. Taken down by the defensive front for the Leopards. The penalty is holding against the Wildcats.
Holding on Sulphur Springs.
It does seem like tonight there's been a couple spots where we've got a good thing going, and then we kind of have a silly penalty, and it slows it down a little bit.
Slows it down time-wise, but the Wildcats haven't seemed to be.
No, they're
held
moving,
up
they're
too
moving
much,
the
yeah.
ball at will. I more so mean the momentum.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we were talking about with Ellie. That was a do-or-die drive to score 7 on the last possession because I just don't know that they can stop Sulphur Springs right now.
Well, that'll bring up a 1st and 20. Brady rolling out. Just lets that one fly. There is another flag back in the backfield.
Might be holding again on the Wildcats.
Bring up a little 1st and 30.
Then you've got to decide, do I want to take it or do I want to play 2nd and 20? I'll probably take it.
I think I'd
1st
take it.
and 30.
Yeah. Now time does begin to be a factor again if you're LE, but I think I'd take my 1st and 30.
I think you take 1st and 30.
Yeah, so it will be 1st and 30 back at the 40 now. Obviously not in field goal range anymore.
I think the best play on 1st and 30 is to hand it to Cam Jefferson and just let him go to work.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 20 on the last one, so he might just get over half of it back for you. Who knows? Clock at 10:37. It feels like forever since I've updated it, but it hasn't even been a minute of action. Jefferson in motion. Brady back to Hare, and they bring him back behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and about 31 or 32. Not every day you see them bring him down behind the line of scrimmage on those screen passes like that. Ten minutes left.
Now, honestly, in a position where you're probably not going to convert, I would just take up as much time as I can.
Yep. Give to Jefferson.
And hold on to the football. Cam Jefferson did a great job there.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the Ellie has gone in to let me try to.
Just put 2 hands on it, 5 points of pressure, and go down softly.
Now, if you're LE, this does become huge. I can get a stop and get the ball back with a chance to go make it a one-score
If
game.
Sulphur Springs converts here, then this one's over, I would say. 3rd and a mile.
3rd and a mile, yeah. From the 37, and we're going to get a timeout from the Wildcats.
Timeout, Sulphur Springs.
While we got a second during the timeout, I want to tell you, Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs is dedicated to helping you find the perfect manufactured or modular home for your family. Whether you're still researching or ready to find your dream home today, their team is committed to answering any questions you may have. Visit ClaytonofSulphurSprings.com or give them a call at 903-438-0820 to see how they can make your family's dreams come true.
Tyler, a couple of relevant score updates for you. We've got Maybank 30-18 final over Waxahachie Life. That's a district opponent. Pleasant Grove 45-0 over Paris. That one's final. Community is up 48-28 over Dallas Lincoln.
A lot of high-scoring games.
Middle of the fourth, and Anna is in a battle, 31-20, 3 minutes to play versus Fort Worth All Saints.
Okay. Not every day Anna's in a battle.
No. Now that is a
Of course, they did play Salina recently and actually lost in 4 overtimes, I believe.
Yeah, I actually caught the end of that game, and it was a dramatic one. Now they changed the rule after the second overtime. It's just sudden death, 2-point conversions.
In high school? I knew that was the case in college.
I believe it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
So 3rd and 30. Brady.
Just be smart.
Yep.
Just
going to go down.
That's one where you just take the sag. Don't try to be superhero and live to fight another day. 4th down.
Yeah, so brought down right at the 40. So obviously,
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to convert on 1st and 30. You're really just hoping for a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the offense does stay out there. However, they're just going to back Brady up to 7 and punt this. So, maybe they can have a chance for it to roll down inside the 10 or the 5.
8:24 left on the clock here. Like you're saying, Brady does drop back. The punt.
Well, he does field it.
Is fielded. Trying to make something happen. And Ryan, he's got more than the touchback. He's all the way up to the 30.
And honestly, you do that to prevent something from like that happening. I did not think there was any way he would try to field that from his own 1-yard line. But a good play nonetheless.
Yeah, very much thought would just kind of let that go to the end zone, let it be a touchback, but you end up getting an extra 10 yards out of it. So now still just a 2-score game with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left. And we mentioned this every chance we get, but of course you have to bring it up every chance you get. The clock isn't, the biggest factor on earth right now if you're LE, but I do got to go.
No, but the difference in this drive and last drive was, our defense could kind of sit back. I'm not saying it's okay to give up a touchdown, but our defense, we got a pretty big cushion. The LE offense is fighting for their lives. Here, this all of a sudden, if LE scores, this is more than just a ball game. This is a 1-score game, and so this turns into a massive drive.
Starting at the 25, not the 30, my apologies, the 25. So got an extra 5 yards out of it.
It was still a neat return.
Still a great return. QB keeping himself.
I don't know if that was by design or I don't know what happened, but I don't think any receivers were ready for that snap. No one blocked. No one did anything.
Either way, a pair of Wildcats bring him down. I know I saw Ty Bobby on that one.
So
big game from Ty Bobby tonight.
Not the first down that you want if you're the Leopards.
Yeah, I guess they're saying right back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10.
Is it 4-down territory back here?
I'm going to say yes, but
it's a tough call. We'll see how much time there is, but that's
the ball is out, but he's got it back in his hands.
Tyler, pretty much the worst first 2 plays that you could have.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 2 or 3. Loss of just a couple there, but either way, that brings up a 3rd and 12 as there's 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in this one.
I don't know that you can go for it right here. I mean, I know where you're getting at because of the time, but it's over if you don't get it. You don't have a chance.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you also, if we punt it away, we might not ever get it back being down 2 scores. So I don't know. But 3rd and 12 is not ideal. 4th and 12, depending on what happens here.
Yeah, that would also make a big difference on what happens here on 3rd and 12. Dropping back, looking deep. That one incomplete, no flag. So we're about to see if they do go for it or if they're going to punt it away. It's going to be 4th and 12 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds left, and it does look like they're putting the punt team on though. So
it's a close call. I don't think there's a right answer either way, but I mean it's not like there's 2 minutes. But I do know what you're saying. If we punt it away, Sulphur Springs goes and scores, it's over.
And you have already recovered a punt once. So
great defense there by Sulphur Springs just to go in and bat that ball down. Can't have a penalty there.
Right.
Cannot have a penalty. And so just playing good, clean defense and
finding
gets
that
this
fine
one to
line
fourth
and making
down.
sure I don't allow the completed pass, but I don't get a penalty either. Skylar Lewis, the man, deep to return, and we're actually going to get a timeout before we see the punt. That is the first of Liberty-Eylau. Sulphur Springs has used 2 timeouts already this half, so LE will have 2 remaining. Sulphur Springs just 1 so far.
You can't, Tyler.
Unless you're deciding you're going for it.
If you're gonna punt it, just take the 5.
Well, I halfway wonder. If you were going to punt on 4th and 12, surely, But if you have to use the timeout here, I'm almost starting to think.
If you're going to punt, though, you punt from 4th and 17
agreed,
because
agreed.
the timeouts are priceless. You
Right.
only get 3 of them.
Right.
We're down 2 scores. This isn't there's 6 minutes left in this ball game. We need all 3 timeouts. And so to waste one on
if I'm just going to punt regardless, give me the 5-yard penalty.
To take one on a delay of game on 4th down where you're going to punt is not – I don't agree with that.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
I agree. So, again, 4th and 12. 6:35 left.
Oh, his knee's down, Tyler. His
You're
knee's
right.
down. Yep.
And they do rule him down.
That is absolutely wow.
And that's tough because obviously not thinking anything of it if you're the punter. Just making sure I get this.
Man.
But, yeah, so instead of the punt that turns the ball over on downs, inside.
That is an absolutely brutal. He's down.
Inside the Bell Concrete red zone.
Oh, that's brutal, Tyler.
So it'll be the Wildcats' ball with 6.5 minutes left, and they're going to get it, at the 12? Or at the 11?
This has been a really weird special teams night. There's been lots of mishaps happen on both sides, but that is certainly not what the Leopards were looking for.
1st and 11 is a give to Jefferson. Jefferson.
Still going. There, Cam Jefferson.
And
wow, big run.
An 11-yard touchdown for Cam Jefferson, and I don't know that he's not putting himself in the player of the game conversation.
I know it. He is definitely taken over here in this second half.
He's had a great game, and again, it got to a point where he is your only running back out there right now, and he took on the challenge and said, bet, give me the ball. Let's go.
Well, if I had to pick, or if I had to come up with one good thing for Liberty-Eylau here, it's that Sulphur Springs scored on the very first play.
True. They didn't waste any more time.
And so at least we've still got the full 6 minutes to go and try to make something happen.
That's very true.
But Sulphur Springs might be the nail in the coffin. I won't say that just yet, but 50 points on the board. First 50 burger of the year.
Love to see it.
And so, yeah, we were definitely, or you were definitely right in the high scoring. I think you undersold it a little bit.
I did.
But 50-28 right now.
78 total points.
That's a lot.
It is.
I believe that would have hit the over.
I don't know
what it
would
was,
put it at,
but I think it would have hit it.
I think it would have. Still 6:10 left to go. Who knows how many points we'll finish with.
Yeah. I would say this one's not over.
Yeah, we could for sure cross the 80 mark. I guess a touchdown would get it to, 85? Assuming they got the PAT or the 2-point conversion.
Rodriguez set to kick.
Ron, I'm already bummed out we don't have a football game next Friday.
I know it, man. I know it.
Luckily for all of our viewers, though, we do have some Lady Cat volleyball. It'll be their first home district game against Paris. Obviously, come out and support the Lady Cats in person if you can. That one fielded at the 30. Craig London still going.
Wrap him up.
Down at the 41.
London on the return.
And we continue to see. You're not blowing it dead until someone hits the ground.
Yeah.
Or not.
No. All about the late whistle.
Mm-hmm. So Liberty-Eylau will have 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in this one. Starting to drive at the 41 or the 42.
Man, for the next 5 minutes and 56 seconds, I think it's all about playing clean football and getting out of this thing healthy.
That is for sure the priority at this point.
I would say that's really important in the next 5 minutes.
Give on first down, and the Wildcat defense does a good job of wrapping him up quickly. Day Hall on the play again, Laren Vaughn.
He's held up by number 42.
And much more often than not, you're going to get to say one of their names on a defensive play. A couple of beasts out there in Day and Laren. From Liberty-Eylau, I think just let me end this game on a very good drive offensively.
Yep, I would agree.
Because they also begin district play after this, so. Let's run to the outside. Ty Bobby try to wrap him up. He keeps going. Up past the 50.
Hideaway on the carry. Tripped up by number 42, Vaughn, number 19.
So go up to the 48. Seven Nation Army. Most bands seem to have a Seven Nation Army, it sounds like. First and 10 from the 48. He's got 3 to his right and 1 to his left. Going to be a quick little screen pass. That one brought down close to the 45 with 4:20 left in this one.
Number 14, Weatherall. He's taking down by number 19.
And I do like that the Leopards' approach here does seem to be much more about, like, let me just end the game with a really good drive. You know, we're not going no huddle. We're taking our time. We're running the plays that we want to run. You see the Blue Blazes and the band rocking over there for Sulphur Springs. Pass incomplete. So bring up 3rd and 8. Yeah, the band of the Blue Blazes, they rock out till the very end of the game. Love to see it. All right, this as long as it holds on for the final 3:25 of this one. Going to be a 3rd consecutive victory for the Wildcats. Put them at 4-1 on the season, which is exactly what they were at this point last year. Went to the bye at 4-1.
Yeah, and you know, that's winning 3 games in a row heading into district. That's exactly where you want to be.
And I think feeling much better about where you're at than you did this time 3 weeks ago. You know.
Oh, I think so for sure.
Obviously, the Wildcats know how good they are, so I don't think anyone panicked or anything like that after the Mount Pleasant loss. But it's good to see them just stick with it and bounce back with three straight wins. Pass is off, but incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down. Just 2:53 left.
Good to see Austin Cheney back out there. I would think that he's going to be closer to full strength when we get back in 2 weeks. Hopefully Rose Luke is fine in 2 weeks. Hopefully
Braxton
Wall is fine in 2 weeks. But it is, I think the bye is coming at a very advantageous time.
Definitely agree with that.
They are going to punt here, Tyler. I would think with 2 minutes and 50 seconds, Sulphur Springs is going to get this thing and then just run the clock out.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't go ahead and start kneeing it out, but you can.
Oh, that's.
And there is a flag on the play for roughing the punter. So Liberty-Eylau going to get to keep the drive rolling.
Daddy Hall's going to want that one back.
Yeah.
That wasn't his smartest play. Obviously, he's just trying to give good effort. Little too much in a 50-28 4th down ball game.
Right.
Kind of just trying to put this one away, but
keeps the drive alive for the Leopards.
I am confident, though, that there were lots of moments like that in the first half of the season where, that's not us. That's just a decision, not even a mistake. Mistakes happen, but that wasn't the best decision. And when we get to district, by then those mistakes are going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think that's gonna put this team to another level. Because play has gotten much better over the course of the season. Every week we've gotten better and better, offense and defense. And so when we start to clean up those decisions, we're gonna be tough. We're gonna be tough.
Passing on first down, incomplete. Great catch on the sideline.
Yeah, great catch, but great coverage on Austin Chaney. Just kind of forcing him to the sideline and making it to where he doesn't have any room.
So we'll have 2nd and 10 with 2:43 left. I want to give a big shout out to the entire Chad's media team here. Producer Corey, who we're always shouting out. Camerawoman Chloe Copel, Rachel Johnson, and cameraman Jeremy DeLorge. All of which is always doing great work. A give on 2nd and 10. Making his way to the outside, still going, got the first down. Be out at the 17. And that stops the clock again, 2:36. Now Corey's humming call out in my ear. The Wildcat band is just too catchy. You hear them, and now you got to start humming.
Man, oh man, that Wildcat band.
Speaking of the volleyball team, see Kyra Carter over there on the sideline, it looked like. Not on the sideline, but in the stands. Up inside the 10 now. It's good that the Lady Cats start off district play 1-0. Alex King. Shout out Alex the intern. Our favorite intern here at Chad's Media.
I think I smoked him in fantasy football.
I think you did,
week.
yeah. I was going to say.
Had to throw that out there.
Great player, great intern. Maybe not the world's best fantasy player. But and I'm sure I will now be hearing about it because he will. And he's in. So with 1:56 left.
Well,
Liberty-Eylau
we're
again.
going to get a 2-point conversion here. It's going to come down to an onside kick. Sulphur Springs recovers. We're going to the house.
Yeah. Would you be able to meet it out with anything under 2 minutes, essentially?
Yeah. Yep.
Thought that was the case, but
yep.
Ryan,
40, and 40.
Yeah. Are you starting to think about? I mean, not. You better be. You got to start thinking about player of the game at this point.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have to name one here in a minute.
It's gonna be tough. I was gonna say down 2 scores.
Going for.
Trying to wonder if they. No, I'm whatever on the kick. This is more of a we need to practice kicking.
Yeah.
Going forward, irrelevant if he makes it or not. I'm more so saying, are they gonna call timeout? I mean, we
it's
actually
blocked
it.
Grayson Hardy on the block.
Go score, young man.
To the house.
That's going to be 2.
We got to see one of those last year, Ryan, and now we get to see another one this year. You know, Grayson Hardy, the one that blocks it there, he has been so close to making a number of big plays this year. We've seen him have a number of almost interceptions, had a nice deflection earlier in tonight's game. Great to see him make the play there.
So 52 to 34.
52-34 with 1:56 left. 28. Right? 18.
Yeah, 18.
Sorry,
so it's
bad at math. 18. So a 3-score game still.
Yeah.
Making the PAT would have made it, I guess, a 17-point game.
No, it would have made it 15-point game because we got +2.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out why they would kick
right,
it there, but now it's over.
Yeah.
It's over because I was going to say it makes it a 3-score game now. Well, what I was getting at before we blocked it and returned it, do you call timeouts in a 2-score game? given the circumstances? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But in a 3-score game, no.
Now, of course,
we're going to kick it onside and then knee it out, and that's it.
Would have only had 2 timeouts anyway.
Yeah.
But, of course, now with just
now
the 2 timeouts and it being a 3-score game.
Onside kick.
I think you probably just let them knee it out.
Yeah,
but
I agree. Boy, this has been one of the weirder special teams nights. I mean, all types of.
And you did mention we would see special team plays and stuff.
Yep. I'm glad Sulphur Springs, did some good stuff on special teams tonight. But yeah, you got your hands team out there. Just nothing cute. Fall on the ball, and let's go get on the bus.
And Hankins is back to return. He's just going to get out around the 35.
Hankins on return.
So, Ryan, barring any crazy setback in the next minute and 52 seconds, I think we do need to go ahead and name our player of the game. And by the way, you can check that out on Front Porch News tomorrow. We will have pictures that you and I will take with the player of the game. Obviously, we had mentioned Cam Jefferson very much in the conversation. I would like to put my vote towards Cam Jefferson.
I think we give in tonight's case, I think we give a first half MVP.
I like it.
And a second half MVP. And,
I like
it. Skylar Lewis was the man of the hour in the first half.
Had an amazing game, yeah.
Cam Jefferson, he had an injury. He had to come in and kind of steal the spotlight, and he did just that. Ran fantastic in the second half. So I think co-player of the games tonight, Cam Jefferson and Skylar Lewis.
Love it. These are your players of the game, brought to you by the Way Bible Church. Again, the Way Bible Church wants to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m. Also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way Bible Church, they are all about experiencing life change. They have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join them at the Way Bible Church to embark on a journey of transformation together. Huge night for the Wildcats. Again, congratulations to both Cam Jefferson and Skylar Lewis for being tonight's players of the game. And you can check that out on Front Porch News Facebook. We'll have pictures with them, with the player of the game chain and everything.
They're going to snap this to like they were going to snap it to Grayson Reeves.
It did look like that.
They are going to hand it to Grayson Reeves, though.
Okay.
I mean, that's a
number 25.
That's a fullback right there.
Taken down by number 75, Myers, and number 19, Career.
Looks like Caden Mitchell is going to get some snaps here, which I think is a good move. You gotta prepare for anything, and so getting him some snaps at quarterback, just exchange, receiving the snap, handing it off. That's good going forward.
Another big run by Grayson Reeves. That gets the first down.
Number 15, Parks, and number 9, Ford.
The Wildcats will have to snap it one more time. So there's just 50 seconds left on the clock.
As soon as the game is over, you have 15 minutes to leave the premises. 15 minutes to leave the premises.
Clock down to just 30, but the play clock is at 9. Caden Mitchell again gives to Grayson Reeves. And Ryan, by a final score of 52-34, your Sulphur Springs Wildcats get the win, picking up a third straight victory to move to 4-1 on the season. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Again, no game next week, but we'll be showing the Sulphur Springs volleyball, or the Sulphur Springs Lady Cats against Paris. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to every single one of our advertisers. On behalf of everyone here at Chad's Media, Chloe Copel, Rachel Johnson, Jeremy DeLorge, producer Corey, my partner Ryan Humphreys, I'm Tyler Lennon. We will see y'all next time.